How's it going? We were just being regaled by Dom Zook's a cappella rendition of the opening Wildcards music.
You guys are missing out.
We're definitely going to record that for real at some point.
Yeah. Welcome everybody. It is Friday night. You are here on Saving Throw, and that means it's time for Wildcards. That's right.
That's the show I'm doing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's our Deadlands Reloaded show. Guys, we're going to be journeying through all the strange locales in the dark and supernatural Weird West using the Savage Worlds rule system. And I am your marshal for this strange journey. My name is Jordan Caves-callarman. Thank you for being here. And we've got a lovely table of people here assembled up. All right, you know what that sound means. We also have to thank, before the show started, I have to thank BSB Care. Thank you for the tip.
Yes.
Yeah. Randy, thank you for the tip. And BSB Care, thank you for the resub for 15 months in a row.
Woohoo.
You're the man.
Yeah, that's how long we've been a partner.
Double up Omega. Thank you very much for the tip.
Thank you, Double Up.
You guys are crazy. So yeah, we've got a table full of amazing players here tonight. So let's meet them. Let's meet the Kira. Thank you very much for reselling.
Oh,
Kira! Yay!
So here's what I want from you guys tonight.
All right.
I want your name. I want your character's name. And then a lot of strange things have happened to you guys since you arrived in Coldwater Creek.
Oh, no.
But I want to know which incident keeps you up at night. Which one thing you've experienced?
Like actually, like at the table.
Your character.
Sure.
Which
Like
which thing
table?
keeps your what?
Like happened on stream, or would we?
It can be headcanon.
Okay. Thank
Sure.
you, Double Up Omega.
Let's do that. Yeah. So
I'm not
what?
confused.
What has your
thank you for
character
the
waking
tip,
up
Double Up Omega.
in a cold sweat?
Oh, he doubled up.
Are toasts locked yet?
I'm about to.
Okay.
Toasts are locked?
Yeah, toasts are locked.
Okay, gold toasts are locked, which we'll get to in a second. But first, let's meet everybody. So, your name, your character's name. What incident that's happened to you has you waking up in a
That
cold
keeps the
sweat?
character awake at night.
Or has you waking up in a cold sweat?
Okay.
Like in Denver.
As though from nightmares. What?
I'm just trying to clarify.
Since we started the, I'm trying to frame it in a
How sweaty are we talking?
I don't get it. A cold sweat?
I'm gonna start with you.
Oh, you big jerk. Okay, hi, my name is Meghan Caves, and I am playing Rosaline Saoirse. And, I mean, she's, everything that happened with Chaos and Coldwater Creek crashing into the ground has really upset her. Specifically, that there seems to be some sort of god entity of some kind that is making itself apparent, and she is totally not cool with that because it goes against everything.
Thank you very
Whoa,
much.
thank you.
Hey.
Everything she decided was real. So yeah, she's just like not dealing with it. It's healthy.
Yeah.
What was the worst part about Coldwater Creek falling into the earth as you guys fled it? Was it
Canary?
all the fire and madness, or was it all of the people that you could see speaking in one unified, tortured voice about how they were going to hunt
honestly,
you down?
the worst part was the doctor.
The doctor? Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
That upset Rosaline, but it upset Meghan.
I mean, when you found him outside the cave, dead with his holding
like
his head in his
holding
hands?
head. Yeah.
That's pretty
I mean,
bad.
all those people.
J. Matthew 85. Thank you very much for the
J.
tip.
Matt.
Wow, thank you for the tip.
Wow.
Wow, you guys are okay.
Guys,
What's on there?
y'all.
Yeah, that made me sad.
Okay.
Because he's just this friendly doctor guy, and he was dead. Because
Thank
Chaos
you.
is a big jerk.
Thank you for sharing that with us, Rosaline,
welcome.
friend of that friendly doctor guy.
She's mostly upset about Gabe, I think, though. He's
Well,
like, what the fuck is going on?
speaking of that, let's check in with him.
Hey, my name is Jordan Pridgeon, and I am playing Gabriel Pryor, who used to be con man pretending to be a preacher, and now is, as I usually say, a little confused, because he was chosen by God and is now a blessed, or chosen by God, or whatever the Almighty is in this system.
I ain't telling.
What I would say the moment. I would say there are two things that really get to Gabe the most.
Okay.
The first is the finding the corpses of the family that were burned in the basement, and having to like bury them and pray over them when he knew he was a fraud. I think that's
season 2,
still
episode 4.
I think that still like drives at him a little bit. Like that's when it suddenly felt like it was not a harmless con to be pulling.
Sure.
And then I think the other moment that like he can't quite get over and like he still keeps thinking about is when he saw someone rip someone else's arm off after telling them to help each other. And he like knew, oh my God, I did this on some level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty brutal.
That was messed up.
All right. After Gabriel Pryor, who is struggling to deal with his past mistakes, let's jump across the table
To me.
to you.
Okay, hi, I'm Dom Zook. I play James Bogue. What keeps Bogue up at night, I think, would be probably chaos. And yeah, chaos. More than anything, because chaos, he could not shoot chaos. And it's the only thing that everyone else, even Holbrook and stuff, could still be put down by bullets. Whether they can be permanently put down, who knows? But
You guys do. Star Lizard told you.
sure. But chaos literally stopped him from drawing his gun, essentially, and that's his only. Doesn't have magic powers or anything like that. So that's if he can't use his gun, then he feels kind of useless. So.
Makes sense. All right. And after the gun-shy James Bogue, last but not least,
Hey, I'm Grav Galati, and I'm playing Howell Melton, who is the consummate frontier gentleman. How many S's were in there? Too many? Doesn't
not
matter.
enough S's this time. I
Doesn't
think.
matter.
Gentleman.
Just gentleman.
So since he's joined the crew, I think
You've had less time with the crew than
Yes.
everyone, but so you've got less of a deep well to draw from, but you still got some good ones in there.
Yeah, I think the weirdest and freakiest thing that Howell has seen is near the end of last season, where actually the very last episode, where we were following these corpses that were like frozen and had like bugs coming out of them and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Those were very freaky, and he has nightmares about those all the time. Except it's not those people, because he didn't know any of those people. But he was always very afraid that at the end of that pile of people was going to be someone he did know. So eventually he sees one of Gabe, and one of Rosaline, one of Bogue, and eventually he sees Ludi, and then that wakes him up every time.
Like that.
Hence the increase in drinking.
Right.
Yeah.
Lots of drinking. to
Yeah.
wash that away.
All right. Yeah, I dig it. All right. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, and you know what, guys? I've made a resolution because I was watching the clips that we posted, and I pushed my glasses up way too much because they're too small and they slide down my nose, so I'm going to try not to.
So even if his glasses fall off of his face,
Just gonna deal with it.
not gonna touch him.
Someone in chat keep count of how many times he does it.
No, we don't need another command.
And then tweet it to me.
Oh, we do need to turn on the ace command, though. The ace command needs to be turned on.
Okay. Can Ahmad do that?
No.
Okay.
Good luck, Tyler.
Speaking of which, we have Tyler Boyce, and that's how you pronounce your last name, right? Yes.
Tyler,
Tyler.
how do you pronounce your last name? Boyce?
Boyce.
Boyce. Tyler Boyce.
Tyler Boyce.
Helping us out behind the scenes again. So thank you very much, Tyler. Thank you for keeping us from having to do that while we are on the show. We very much appreciate it. And thank you, chat, for being here. You guys are why we do this stuff. And you're how we do this stuff, because we exist to run these shows and entertain you guys, and we exist at your pleasure. If you're enjoying what you're seeing, if you're having a good time, if you want to support us and help us continue to do this kind of stuff, please feel free to tip during the show. As a fun added bonus, when you tip during the show, it goes towards unlocking extra things that can happen to the game. Many things have had. The fact that chaos exists at all is because of tips from season 1 of the
Thanks
show.
a lot.
Guys,
So thank you guys for doing that.
we could be on vacation right now if it wasn't for you.
Yeah.
Also, it looks like gold toasts are locked, but there are still cash toasts available. I think. I don't know. I haven't checked the document because I'm not running that right now because Tyler's here now. Yay!
Yay, Tyler.
But it really does mean a lot to us if you want to support us. And subbing is great, but even if you can't do any of that stuff, just sharing that we're live, putting the word out there, you guys do a lot of that stuff, and we very much appreciate it. So thank you.
Yeah.
And thank you for being here tonight.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here. So what do you say we draw some fate chips,
Okay.
everybody?
Okay.
Let's draw some fate chips.
Get
Now,
the
I will
legend
remind
fate
you,
chip.
the legend chip is still in the hat.
All right. Yeah.
Still in there.
It's only been drawn once
Legend
and
chip.
by
no.
the marshal.
Okay.
I know.
So because the legend
I know.
chip is still in the hat, I'm gonna once again roll to see who gets to draw first, and then we will go clockwise.
Clockwise.
Clockwise from there.
You didn't take any shots.
I did not. What is my excuse? Starting with Rosaline.
Woo!
All right, here we
All
go.
right, let me give the hat of fate a good shake. All right, Rosaline. Draw
Come on,
3
draw
fate
that chip.
chips.
And here it is.
Now, that's a white.
Yeah.
I was like,
fate
wait, I'm confused about
Like,
the color.
is this it?
Oh, no.
These are our shiny
Okay,
new
this is
fate
it.
chips from BSB Cares.
This one is
This is the one.
I
definitely
love these chips.
it. Nope.
Man,
Fate
you,
chips
like,
so
really-
white.
Like, I have to resist the pressure you're putting in
Because I
this
want
hat.
to get to the bottom.
Howell Melton. Draw
Okay.
3
We
fate
know
chips.
he's hidden it.
1, 2,
Ow.
3.
I hurt myself.
I got
and
2
lost
reds and a
chip.
white.
2 reds and a white.
All at the same time.
James Bowe. 3 chips.
Come
good
on,
sir.
Bob.
Come on, Bo.
Use those nimble fingers.
Nimble bimble fingers.
Nope.
2 white.
Red,
and
2 white.
What's your name?
Thanks
Thanks for the
sub.
sub.
Hey, thanks for the sub.
Get it.
All right.
Last but not least, 5 fate chips.
I get
for
5.
Gabriel Pryor.
1,
best chance of doing
2,
it.
3,
You say that every time.
4.
Because it's true.
He
goes
should get it.
last.
He can use it.
And he has
All
the
right.
most.
It does always happen. 4 whites and a red. Wow.
It remains.
The legend chip is still in the hat. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. We've gone. This is what, like the 4th session that
Yeah.
we've gone without you guys drawing it? All right, let me draw some chips for each of them. So I got 1 white. I got a legend chip.
Yep, there it is. There it is.
But I can't get this because I'm the marshal. That's for players only. So I'll just put that back in there.
You've drawn it 3 times now.
Blue and a white.
3 times.
1 more. A red. I will put those out here in front of me. Those are my fate chips for this
God.
session.
That basically counts as an ace.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, it does. Sure, why not? Let's count that. So yeah, we got that. Everybody has their pieces of cursed Spanish gold that transferred over from last set. So real quick, so
Yeah.
everyone
Got 'em.
knows. DJ Regular, thank you.
Regular.
Thank you, DJ Regular, for the
Let
tip.
everybody know how many pieces of cursed Spanish gold you have real quick.
I've got
Ready for
1.
this?
I got 2.
I got 2.
I got 3.
I have 8.
Braggity
You
brag,
did it.
brag.
You did it for that reason.
I did, yeah. I felt like the
also
timing of
kinda
that
like
worked
an
really
ace.
well. What do you say we all saddle up?
Okay.
Yeehaw.
All right. That didn't go well.
So last time on Wildcards, we addressed what I think your hat's on backwards, Hal Melton.
Is it? It's not.
It's not?
No.
Oh. Does it just look, were you wearing it in a weird way?
No.
I'm sorry for pointing that out. Last time on Wildcards, we picked up with James Bogue, who had just met a 10-year-old Irish girl who claimed to be his long-lost daughter. She talked him into getting them a nice room at the Brown Palace Hotel, coincidentally also where Rosaline and Gabe were staying. And yeah, he spent a little bit of time with her trying to bond, right? You were really interested in getting to know her better. Not so much.
Or pawn her off.
Yeah, you spent a lot of time trying to pawn her off. Meanwhile, Rosaline was investigating the mysterious box that they found on the bear's train and ended up taking it to a mad blacksmith by the name of Roped Bernhard.
Yeah, he doesn't like the Mad Blacksmith.
He does not like that title. Who was able to help you open it, and you discovered inside,
Rocket boots and a helmet.
yep, rocket
that you
boots
don't-
and a helmet.
Still die. You'll still die.
not
Total
as hard.
Rocketeer shit.
While that was going on, Gabe and Howell were going to meet up to sell a horse, but before that happened, Gabe had a little run-in at the diner inside of the Brown Palace Hotel. Just a little quick reminder from Chaos that he's still out there and he's still watching. Then they went and sold a horse, and I believe they stuck an onion up its butt
I did not do that.
in order to make it seem more lively. And
I
it
did
worked.
that.
It worked. You did it stealthily. You crept into a stable, put an onion in a horse's butt, crept out, and then came in as though it was your first time walking in for the day.
It's called garlicking or fagging, I think is what we figured out.
I call it moxie or chutzpah.
Chutzpah.
However,
Have that huh.
after that long day, and in the course of that day, James Bogue was
Horse
figuring
bone.
out there were a few inconsistencies in young Claire's story. But around the time he figured that out, she vanished along with a lot of the money in his pocket.
You said a little bit of money.
A little bit of the money in his pocket. But we know it's a lot.
Why would you just take all of it?
And well, she got what she could get to. You know, she was in a hurry. She was rushed.
He woke up.
I
when
put
she
it in
was-
different pockets.
$1?
Yeah.
He woke up while she was
$1.
going through his jacket at one point, so she
Yeah.
probably was like, I gotta be more careful.
Yeah, it was a second attempt. But while Gabe and Howell were on their way back home for the evening after a fruitful day of selling a wasted old horse, Howell overheard a bit of conversation about some women in white that were guarding an area of the Colorado Plains with shotguns, and got a little bit more information about their whereabouts, and figures, though he's not sure, that it might be the best lead he has to the whereabouts of his missing wife, Ludi, that he's found since she disappeared. All he knows is that a woman in white appeared to him on the day she vanished and said this was necessary for progress before leaving him to die in his burning barn and taking his wife. And that's where we'll pick up. But first, some toasts.
Toast!
Let's all raise a bottle and see if I can say these without getting my words all mixed up. From Vampire 54, to the opening of the Wildcards Olympics.
To
the opening of the Wildcards Olympics.
Set them up and knock them down. Thank you, Vampire 54.
I bought a shirt that says sports because of the Olympics.
That's really good.
Yeah.
BSB Care would like us to toast. I'm a picker, I'm a grinner, I'm a lover, and I'm a sinner. I play my music in the sun.
I'm a picker, I'm a grinner, I'm a lover, and I'm a sinner.
I
Playing my music in the sun.
Set them up and knock them down.
Midnight Toker.
From Keith David Mitchum,
Oh.
to old friends.
To old friends.
Set them up and knock them down. Thank you very much, Key Gannis. We know who you really are.
What? That's Keeganis?
J. Matthews 85 would like us to toast to Shane Hensley. Thanks for the game.
To Shane Hensley.
Thanks for the game. Set him up and knock him down. For those of you that don't know, Shane Hensley is largely the man responsible for Deadlands. So thank you very much, Mr.
Wait,
Hensley.
you didn't come up with this?
I didn't know. I did not come up with this.
We've been misled.
Yeah,
Why are we
by
playing
me.
with you?
By me. Don't worry about it, guys. We'll talk about it afterwards.
Dom's like, I would have never approved this show.
What?
Ashton Fills would like us to toast. I'll stand beside you, brother, till the end.
I'll stand beside you, brother, till the end.
Set him up and knock him down.
Thank you
you,
for all
Bastion.
those awesome songs too, Bastion.
And CMF Pirnkoff would like us to toast. I do okay? Was I all right?
That's great.
Great. It does not well to dwell on streams.
What?
It is not well to dwell on streams, except saving throw show. Pros.
It is not well to dwell on streams, except saving throw show. Prost!
Set him up and knock him down. Thank you, guys. Woo, getting it started. All right. And we have a little bit of some other bookkeeping to get through here.
Hurrah!
BSB Care would like to give their resub piece of cursed Spanish gold to James Bogue.
Oh, thank you so much. Yay!
Bogue's gold!
Kira the Braid
The curse of Bogue's gold.
would like to give their resub reroll piece of cursed Spanish gold to Howell Melton.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
What?
And Gunslinger Andy. Thank you very much for subbing for the very first time.
Yeah.
We'd like to give their piece of cursed Spanish gold to Gabriel Pryor.
Nice.
Yeah!
Pryor, there you are.
Thank you, Gunslinger Andy.
We have also, wow, okay. We have unlocked several tiers, so let's jump into those. Okay, so first of all, we have unlocked the first story tier, which is called Room Enough for All. So thank you guys for that.
Get a bigger room.
We'll
Yeah.
talk,
You guys get to move into the Brown Palace.
Yeah.
we'll talk about that later on.
Join us.
We've also unlocked a draw.
Draw.
From
Pretty
the
sure it's a
official
bigger
Savage
boat.
Worlds adventure deck.
I think we're going to need a bigger
1,
boat.
2, 3, 4.
I think we're going to need 5 Conestoga boats.
This D4 really likes Rosaline.
Yes!
Draw,
It
Rosaline.
is. Well, was I 4?
You were
Is that
3.
why? Oh.
What'd you get?
Inspiration! We only have one shot at this. It's all or nothing, gang. Friendly characters, including your hero, add +2 to all trait rolls for the rest of this round. That's
Ooh.
pretty fucking awesome.
Pretty good. We have unlocked a fistful
Thank you.
of cursed Spanish gold for the table.
Yes!
We have unlocked Jokers and Deuces. So,
Wait,
I will
what?
remind you, last session we unlocked Blood and Guts for this session. So you guys are able to re-roll damage rolls. So am I.
Yeah.
And that includes with pieces of cursed Spanish gold. So keep that in mind.
PvP, guys?
But now we have unlocked Jokers and Deuces. So I have tried before to add more Jokers to the deck, but that hasn't really ended up working out too well.
No.
I've added 2 extra cards. That's 2 less chances to draw those 2 extra cards. So this time, red 2s are also Jokers.
Oh.
So the Jokers are in the deck, red 2s are in the deck. So there's no extra cards, but you still have a higher chance of drawing a Joker. So for the rest of this game session, Jokers or red 2s all work the same.
But
so
black
thank you
2s
very much.
You guys,
Black 2s,
Twos.
But I,
get them.
get
but
into
I
lots
can't
of
have
fights.
a red 2.
It's a Joker.
Okay.
We've also unlocked another draw.
Oh,
Yeah.
Whoa!
James Bogue. Draw.
I feel like it's always me and Rosaline. Oh God!
Yeah, let's go back and check the numbers on this. Wait. Who picked the dice that he's rolling tonight?
I did.
Whoa. Conspiracy.
Power surge. Whoa, where'd that come from? The character immediately recovers 2d6 power points. These points may exceed his usual limit, but any excess points are lost at the end of the current encounter.
Can you pass that over
Super
here
useful.
to this side of the table?
Okay, yeah, we'll let him trade these. Because that's just useless
Oh wait,
for.
he's trading or we're trading?
Oh, you can trade. Yeah, let's
that's
do
what I was
that.
gonna say.
Yeah.
I'll allow it. Thank you guys very much for that.
Thank you.
We
And thank
want to
you for
have
this-
fun with these.
Thank you for this second fistful of cursed Spanish gold.
Thank you.
You guys.
We're rich.
Thank you guys. And we have unlocked the 3rd story reward tier,
What?
which is called Wheel or Woe. So, at this point, if he hasn't done it already, Tyler should be placing a straw poll in the chat.
I did it. I pushed
At
my
some
glasses up.
point in tonight's session, these guys are going to maybe run into a spot of difficulty, and you mysterious strangers in chat can decide whether we're going to go easy on them or whether we're going to double down and maybe give them a run for their money.
Don't make
so,
it undead critters. 'Cause
Our weakness, we can't deal
You
with
can
it.
We can
vote
handle
on
it
that.
unless it's undead critters.
you can vote on that now, and we'll say you've got time to vote on that for a good while. So place your votes now. Thank you guys so much for unlocking all of that. And yes,
Chaos or undead squirrels?
We can handle it.
oh man, I think we can take chaos way
Yeah,
better.
yeah.
Probably.
Chaos.
all right. So let's pick up.
We had chaos. We left. We could have gotten him.
Yeah, we just
Totally. Dead to
want
rights. Dead to rights. Let's pick up where we were last time, shall we?
Okay.
All right.
Nighttime
Somebody's following us.
in Denver. So you guys just found the information you did.
Okay.
You talked about, I believe, getting ready to leave first thing in the morning.
Yes.
So, are you sharing that information with anyone else?
Uh,
Are you
yeah.
striking out like a lone wolf?
No, I think, I mean, now that Gabe also knows, I don't think he'd even let me go alone, and I don't think I should either.
No.
So what's the plan here? What's the play?
Well,
What are we doing?
I know that you still wanted to book me for a fight.
Vampire Before! Thank you very much for this. Yes.
Thank you.
Howell, look. This information changes a lot of things, but we can't just go off half-cocked and run out and move on this, all right? We need to gather more information. What we know is just enough to start putting us in the right direction. If you move now, we could lose everything.
Where do you suggest we start looking for information about women in white holding shotguns?
Well, it's something to go off of. If we just wander out looking for them and tip them off that we are trying to find them easy like, they will just move on.
All right. What do you suggest?
All I'm saying is if there's something to know, someone in Denver knows it. Let's just take another night, find what we can, about these people and gather Rose and James. We can't do this on our own.
I agree. We should get Bogue. We should get Rose. I'm not going to wait another day, though. I'm riding out tomorrow morning. Whether you're coming or not, I'm going.
Look, I know you care about your wife, but you need to understand that acting on incomplete information can be even worse than not acting.
Letting a trail like this go? After all this time, I can't let it happen. I'm going tomorrow. That's the end of it. I'm going.
All right. But let's at least try and gather whatever we can tonight.
Well, we got a couple hours. What do you want to do?
Well, I say we do what you do best. We'll set up a fight, try and figure out what the word is among some drunk underground people. I'm sure if anyone is out there, they've heard about it.
All right.
The seedier people are always the ones who hear about these sort of things.
All right, well, why don't you go talk to the bookie? I'll go get Bogue. I'll go get Rose. And I'll meet you there.
All right.
All right. That's what we'll do.
All right. Real quick, we skipped a toast.
Oh.
Everyone raise your glass. From Gunslinger Andy.
Ooh.
Run, run, run with the railroad when their backs are turned.
Run, run, run with the railroad when their backs are turned.
Set them up and knock them down. Thank you, Gunslinger Andy. Also, we've unlocked another token of plot armor for you guys.
Ooh.
Whoa.
So thank you guys very much.
That's
Thank you
awesome.
kindly.
Thank you. Saving our lives.
All right, so
Yeah.
you're gonna go talk to the bookie, which we have already somewhat detailed the way this fight went in a Twitter RP.
Yes.
So if there's anything you want to try and like get some information on, we could run through that. But we already know a fight happens tonight.
Sure.
So we can skip that bit. But you do have a little time, Howell, if you do want to go get James and Rosaline and let them in on what it is you discovered.
And for those of you who haven't seen the Twitter RP thing, the basic gist is that I talk to the bookie and try and talk to Howell to like get us in better with them to agree that he'll throw the fight. Because everyone thinks he's going to win, and that would just be good money for them. And that
Because a lot of the best fighters in Denver got blowed up on a train.
Oopsie.
Yeah.
Peter Buxton, thank you very much.
Peter
Buxton.
Thank you.
Thank you for the tip.
Yeah, I know where Rose is staying. Because that's where Gabe was staying. So I'll do that first.
Okay, so you're heading to the Brown Palace Hotel?
To the Brown Palace Hotel.
Okay, and just walking in the front door?
My favorite NPC.
It's actually red. Just FYI.
And it's just a building.
It's just a building. It's not even a
not a
palace.
palace.
It's just like
And it's a motel. All the doors on the outside.
Good evening, sir.
To climb up to them.
Well, good evening.
May I help you?
Oh, God.
I'm looking for Miss Rosaline Byrne.
And you think that she's staying here with us?
Yes, I was told as much by her.
Were you?
You didn't let me finish, but yes.
Oh, I'm sorry for interrupting you, sir. You were going to say you were told as much by her.
By her companion.
Her companion.
Well, I mean, it's a weird relationship. I don't really know how.
And who might that be?
Gabriel Pryor?
Can't say as I know either of those individuals. However, if they were to be registered guests here at the hotel, I would, of course, keep their names in the utmost confidence and not release that to anyone who walked in just claiming to know them.
This is Nicholas, right? That was his name?
This is Nicholas, yes.
I'm pretty sure they told me they were staying here. I can't.
That very well may be, sir. But if they were, I would not be able to reveal to you that information.
I'm sorry. Do they stay here or not? Are they here?
I cannot say, sir.
What time of day is it?
It's evening.
Okay.
Did you just wink at me?
I beg your pardon?
No, can I just go up and knock on doors, or?
Absolutely not. Coming in here looking the way that you do. No, I cannot allow you to just wander the halls of this fine establishment, knocking on doors all willy-nilly like.
Well, wait, what?
That would be quite uncouth.
Well, what's wrong with the way I look?
Oh, nothing. Just not up to our usual standards, that's all.
Well, that's quite rude. Look,
Well, I'm sorry if you deem this rude. It is merely a statement of fact. Look around you, sir. Do you see anyone else in the lobby of this fine establishment dressed in a similar manner to yourself? Coming in, reeking of the outdoors?
And then I walk in.
Do you walk in at that point?
Yeah. Just completely.
Oh, good evening, Mr. Bogue. Welcome.
Mr. Bogue?
Howell?
Do you know this individual?
Yeah, this is Howell Melton.
Very well. You may stay. In the lobby, unless you are expressly invited upstairs by one of the guests.
Come on, let's go.
What's he trying to kick me out of a lobby?
All right.
I don't understand.
Have a pleasant evening, gentlemen.
I don't like the ruckus of that fella.
Me either. What brings you to the Brown Palace?
They really gotta change that name.
Well, yeah, I know, it's red.
It is red.
Parts of it are brown.
Not here in a palace.
Bogue, always good to see you. Sorry to wait. Are you staying here too?
Long story. Yes.
Long story. Did you hit it big overnight? How much does this place cost?
$10.
$10 for what? Your bed made out of gold?
Actually.
It's probably gold-plated, yeah. At least the bedpost.
Anyways, I'm not here to judge anybody by where they stay. I was here to get Rose, actually. I didn't know you were staying here. It's kind of a...
I don't know where they are, actually. I know they are here. I don't know where they are.
Well,
But gentlemen downstairs will not tell me where they are.
Gentlemen,
He
yeah.
told you. After
Oh,
you,
that's
after
right,
you
room
gave him
24.
Room 24.
Yeah, you wouldn't
Room
knock on the
24.
door
As soon
and
as
we
you
would
paid
say.
to become a guest, he told you what room they were staying
Right.
in.
That is not the room we're staying in. That is the room you're staying in.
Oh, I'm in
Oh,
room
correct,
24.
room
You're in
57.
57 right
57.
now. Yeah.
Yeah. We were almost in the funniest room. 69.
Almost.
But we didn't do it.
Too bad.
They don't
Would've
have
been-
one in this high-class establishment. They don't have a room 69.
Nope, they skip it.
Specifically.
68 and 70.
I don't want that joke.
No, thank you, sir. We will not have that joke here.
Well, why don't we start walking up to her room, and I'll tell you what this is all about.
Okay.
So I got some information. Me and Gabe were trying to sell that horse. We did. And I overheard a conversation about some fellas talking about some ladies in white holding up shotguns in the middle of the field.
That's strange. What? So?
Oh, I mean, isn't that strange enough for us to check out? Do we usually need more of her? Okay, well, let me backtrack a little bit. When I lost Ludi, that was the last thing I saw was a lady in white. Spoke to me about something sour, and then a barn collapsed on me.
Was she also holding a shotgun?
Not that I can remember, no.
So you're putting one lady in white and equating that with two ladies in white.
Yeah, you ready to go?
How? Listen, I understand that you want to find your wife, and we will do that. But we can't just follow every lead that we have. That makes no sense.
Follow every lead we have. We got no leads. This is the only
How is this?
smidgen of a lead.
But this isn't even outside of town. A guy tells you that two women in dresses are holding guns, and how do you put that together with Ludi?
I know it sounds far-fetched, but it seems like the right kind of odd. That's all I'm saying. And I'm going, and I just thought I could, it's probably going to be some sort of dangerous.
Well, Bogue and Gabe on the same page here for once.
They don't know they're on the same page.
No!
They probably fight about their
That's classic.
completely
Gabe, though.
aligned points.
Did you know that Gabe was also against this?
Okay, let's go.
Look, I'm going. I'm here asking for a favor.
Listen, how I'm very close to something big happening here with the Baron. I can't be out of town for days on end, following some wild goose chase.
Just one day is all I'm asking.
One day?
One day. It's not far.
So Howell, just a quick point of order. You know it's at least 2 days ride outside of town.
Like a week. Tops.
1 week, 1 month.
You've spent a little time with Gabe. You can lie a bit.
You're bad at
Howl? I don't know.
Some odd
Hopeless.
days.
Sub-Zero Par 27.
Thank
Hey,
you.
What's up?
That's a good name. I like that. Yeah, it's funny.
Let us know in chat who you want your piece of cursed Spanish gold to go to.
I imagine that's how many times he killed a fatality with Sub-Zero. It's par 27.
Par
About
27.
No one ever beats Sub-Zero. Come on.
No, you can't. Yeah.
Impossible.
Bogue rips your spine out.
Oh, I'm jumping right in.
Friendship.
Okay.
God damn it. I keep pushing the goddamn glasses. I just need bigger glasses. I need bigger glasses.
If I see it, I'll just go.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah.
Let's take them off.
Do I know how close we are to this month time from the telegram?
So you know that the telegram was dated for the day that you found it.
Right.
Which was 3 days ago, basically, when you were on the train with the bear.
Okay.
He had received the telegram that day. And the telegram said to meet a month hence.
Right.
So from that day.
Yeah.
So you've got around a month left.
Okay.
Smoking here?
Yeah, go ahead. I don't care.
He says, lighting his pipe. So, oh yeah.
How? I know you would back my play if I was going after the Baron. I'll give you a week, but at the end of that week, I have to come back to Denver.
That's all I ask.
All right, let's go talk to Rose and Gabe.
At around that time, I imagine you're coming home after
Probably.
a less than fruitful evening with
Oh, that's his evening?
Amos Risden. Another thing that you can find detailed on our Twitter RP.
It was a little fruitful.
A little fruitful, yeah. And you would probably ascend the stairs,
I like to imagine that they're just standing at the door,
smoking.
just staring at it. Well, isn't that a sight to see? Were you just gonna stand here and smoke, or are you gonna knock?
Miss Byrne?
James,
Miss Byrne?
Howell? Did you want to come inside, or?
Yeah, much obliged.
No, I don't think I want to come inside. I just want to tell her about what's happening, and I'll go on my
Well,
merry
let's
way.
do it inside instead of in the hallway.
It is quite a bit more comfortable inside.
It just seems a bit odd to go into another lady's place.
I don't mind, quite used to it.
Does that make you feel better about it, Howell?
Not really.
I'm gonna walk past them and just open the door and walk inside, leaving it open.
Come on.
All right.
So you have some sort of information. Is it about the Baron?
No, I ain't got nothing about that.
I got something about that, but we can talk about that later.
I'm here to ask a favor of sorts, and
From me?
from you, from everybody. But you know, I've got some information about maybe my wife, and
Hey, those carriages, like from way up
Her
here.
window's open.
Well, yeah, it's open. It gets hot in here
it's a
otherwise.
busy city.
It's quite.
It is a busy city. So.
People drive by just to see the Brown Palace.
They do.
It's a triangle-shaped building.
It's 10 stories tall, you guys.
Unheard of.
That's all.
And I got some information about where my wife might be, or someone that might know.
Really?
Yeah, and I just, I could use all the help I can get. And,
Well, is it a sort of thing we need to go right now?
in the morning, doesn't have to be now.
All right, well, you're on board, James.
For a week.
And what about, where's Gabe? Didn't you all go out for something today?
Yeah, Gabe was with me. He's going to set up a fight for me tonight. Said might be able to get some information out of that too. We'll see.
All right, sure, if you need help, I'll come along. How long do you think this is going to take?
Well, like I told James, just a week. That's all I'm giving it.
A week?
It might be less than that. More
All
than
right.
likely, if it pans out to nothing. Be a nice ride.
All right, well, why not? Denver will still be here when we come back, right?
Sure. I don't know. We have
Hopefully.
not good luck with cities being there when we
We
leave.
probably
don't
shouldn't joke too
remind
much
me
about that.
this.
All right. Well, I guess since a lot of you are staying here, feel kind of odd,
It's a
but
nice place, isn't it?
it's very nice.
Wait, you're staying here.
Oh,
you're
no,
staying here.
I'm not staying.
You are.
Long story.
It's a story I want to hear.
Well, we got a couple days ride, so I'm sure we'll
I'm
hear
looking forward to it. It's got to be a good one then.
it. I'll meet you all here at dawn, say? Is that fine?
All right, yes. Dawn it is.
All right.
First light. Got it.
Have a good night, you two.
You as well, Howell. Have a good fight.
Thank you.
Okay. Sub-Zero Par 27 would like to give their piece of cursed Spanish gold to James Boak.
Oh, hey,
Nice.
thank you.
Give me Boak's gold!
All right.
Have we ever considered like seeing how much this gold is worth? I mean, we've never tried. It might be worth more than this. Just
It's cursed. That,
can't get rid of
that
it.
lowers the value a lot.
Every time you try and show it to an appraiser, he goes, "What gold?"
You know what helps?
Yeah.
We could stick an onion up its ass.
Let me take it to my cursed Spanish gold guy.
Oh, do you know a guy like
Yeah.
that? All right, so
Can't give you any more than $2.
you have a fight.
I do.
You're gonna go do a fight.
Yeah.
Are you guys doing anything else this evening?
well, if he's going after a fight, I might. What do you have on the Baron?
I was just looking over the telegram one more time. Bayou Vermilion. This is a line that's not coming into Denver. So basically, I want to track down some more information on this Bayou Vermilion. I think that might be a lead into where the Baron's whereabouts might be. But Bayou Vermilion's headquarters are in New Orleans.
Well, don't they have an office here?
They have an office here. I've been having trouble with these offices. I don't know very much about talking to them.
Well, I
And you
could
actually
try.
never went to an office. You went to the station.
I went to the station and then didn't I go to the Union? I thought I went to another office though after that.
No, you went to Union Blue Station
Oh.
and talked to a station master there.
And you were a little distracted by being conned by a child.
Yeah,
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't believe you've been to an office.
Okay.
Do you need me to talk to them? Or Gabe, I suppose, but.
I think having you guys initiate a conversation might be a little bit more. Might get the words flowing a little bit better than I can.
Quite, yes.
Yeah, I'd much appreciate that. But
Of course.
I feel like we may be heading out of Denver sooner rather than later.
Sounds that way. Oh, you mean for this or for Howell?
For this, I mean, I'm going to wait here for the Wraith, if that is indeed who is coming. But I think if we can somehow discover when he's coming or what line he's coming on, and perhaps be able to set something up, we have to figure out where this usual time and place are.
Yes. Well, I thought I had a lead on some information maybe about the Baron, but didn't pan out. Got information on a councilman seemingly trying to overthrow the mayor, so maybe we can utilize that to our advantage at some point, but I'll keep trying.
All right, yeah.
At
Well,
this point, you're also fairly certain, having dealt with a few councilmen, that every councilman's great ambition is to overthrow the mayor and themselves become the mayor of Denver.
Might we know the mayor at this point? Not
By
necessarily
reputation.
by
You
reputation.
guys probably haven't met Mayor Caleb Hornsby, but you know that he has a reputation for being a righteous man. He is the de facto governor of Colorado, actually. That
Oh.
both the North and South have set up provincial governments in Colorado, but nobody listens to them.
They don't really have any power.
Yeah, everybody listens to Caleb Hornsby.
Do you think, have you heard anything about this Explorers Society, Explorers Club? Seems the mayor has something to
Have
do
I?
with that.
Make a common knowledge roll.
that's just smart.
And
right?
this would be a society thing, so let's have you make it at a -2. Yes, that'd be smarts.
So I'd be the most likely one to have heard about this, I suppose.
Yes.
-2, that's a 3.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Can't say I have.
All right, well, I think we should look into it a bit more. I don't know, you know the Baron better than I do, but,
Well, if it's some highfalutin society, the Baron's probably a part of it.
well, then I'll keep looking into it. We should probably put the mayor on our radar and see if we can get to know him a little bit better.
Well, it's worth a shot. I just don't want us to get too involved with too many people. The more inroads we make, the more exposed we are to the Baron.
That's true. It's a bit hard for me to avoid that in my line of business, but I'll try my best.
I understand. Well, when we get back from Howell's little excursion, we'll tackle Bayou Vermilion and see if we can get anything out of them.
Sounds good. I'll plan on it.
All right, Gabe. So not only are you setting up a fight, you also said you were going to maybe try and fish for some information. So what are you trying to fish for?
So I think I'm going to talk with whoever the bookie is who's known for like being the most connected.
Okay.
Because I feel like in these sort of circles, there's always someone who like knows all the underground gossip.
Absolutely.
Of stuff. And I feel like Gabe knows how to find those sort of people, you know?
You're looking for Lonzo Drum.
Yeah. Lonzo the Drum.
Nope.
Drum.
Lonzo Drum.
I know. I call him the Drum.
Oh, yeah.
Because
Because that's his nickname.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lonzo the Drum.
Correct.
Yeah.
Drum.
Lonzo. It's good to see you again. Oh, we didn't prepare for this.
I didn't know.
But he's always ready.
Dr. Lonzo. Gabriel Pryor.
Look, Lonzo.
Listen, I ain't interested in no more of your bets, okay?
Blind
Lonzo.
Seer, thank you
Blind
so
Seer,
much.
thank you for the tip.
20.
Lonzo, now you don't.
You're too lucky.
Now you don't start a conversation by turning down an offer without even hearing what it is.
All right, well,
That's
the last
business
few
101,
times,
Lonzo.
Yeah, no, I know business, but the last few times that I did give your offers a listen, I end up out of money every time.
Yeah, well, perhaps we can set up something that's a little more favorable towards your interests.
You know you lead with that every time, right? That's what you told me the last time.
Well,
and
we're
the
in
time before that.
we're in somewhat more of a unique position now, aren't we? Five Fists is out of the game, as well as the Weasel, or whatever his name was. And
Ferret?
that was it.
Yeah, I ain't seen him around lately, but...
All those fighters left on that train and haven't seemed to come back.
Wait, what train?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, the train.
You understand what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Look, what I'm saying is that Howell and Howell's the best game in town.
For the time being, yes.
Well-
but nobody wants to fight him. Nobody wants to see him fight because they know he's going to win.
If an underdog were to take out Howell and Howell, it would certainly be a great night for people who are running the bets.
I agree.
Now, I'm saying I might not be above arranging such a situation.
That's so.
Look,
Well, maybe this is interesting then.
look, we're not here trying to earn money like some of the people. Sure, that's a nice side element to this entire thing,
That's entirely why I'm here.
and I'm willing to work with your needs with ours.
As long as we're clear.
Of course, very clear. Now, Howell, he's a very particular man,
I've noticed.
and he is here to find information about a group of women who happen to wear white and carry shotguns and have been seen outside the Denver area. And I figured if anyone knew anything about these people,
Slow down. What's this got to do with the fight?
doesn't have to do much about the fight, but if
All
you
right,
can
then why are we
help,
talking about it?
what I'm saying is if you know any information that could help lead to this sort of thing, I could perhaps talk Howell into maybe having a little too much to drink before the fight goes on, and not performing up to his usual standards.
I see. Well, can you give me anything else to go on? I mean, ladies in white dresses holding guns.
Have I heard the name of the organization or anything?
The only time that anyone has said the name of the organization was Chaos. Down in the cave. So yes.
Have you heard the name, the Sisters of Progress?
Imminence.
Right. They talk about progress. Sisters of Eminence.
No, can't say I have. Why should I have?
No. Maybe not. You know anyone who would know about these sort of things?
Well,
Cults and organizations who perhaps operate on the edge of society. Hell, everyone has to buy their food somewhere.
I mean, those ain't the kind of crowds I run in, but, you know, there's all kinds of weird people here in Denver. It's possible somebody does, but if they do, I don't know them. Where was, like, what is it, just somewhere? Ladies in white, guns?
I don't remember specifically what information
Near the end of
had.
Cherry Creek.
I heard
Down south.
Cherry Creek bandied about.
Cherry Creek. Well, I mean, Cherry Creek runs, you know, quite a ways south. Could be anywhere along there.
And you don't know anyone who would perhaps be dealing with an outskirt group like that?
Ain't my specialty. Sorry.
Well, I thought we could make something of a deal, but
I thought we were.
if you don't have information, then I don't know if there's anything we have to trade.
All right. Hold on. Maybe I can ask around a few people. I need something else more to go on, more than, you know, Cherry Creek. It's a big... Colorado's a big place.
They seem to be a religious group of some sort.
All right.
Primarily women.
Okay.
All of them seem to wear white, and they seem to be heavily armed.
All right.
They seem to operate out of Cherry Creek, and I believe there's at least some reason to believe that they could be abducting women.
Okay. Yeah, I'll ask around. How long I got?
What can you get me tonight?
I'll see what I can do. All right, but you gotta come through this time, all right? Howell and Howell is throwing this fight.
I'll talk to him.
All right.
Look, I'm his manager. I know how the man works. I can talk him into...
All right, you know what they say. Fool me once, shame on me.
I don't know how the rest of that goes, but I can assume it is rather cleverly said.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna have to refresh myself on that one. Anyways, this is your last chance, all right?
All right.
Okay, I'll see what I can rustle up. So we know, here in the future, having seen the Twitter RP that you go through, that Howell does not throw this fight.
It don't go good.
It doesn't. But he doesn't know that, so he'll see what he can rustle up. So Howell, you're gonna go to the fight.
Yeah.
The drum.
As soon as I walk in, he's like, drink this. I'm like, what?
Oh.
All right. So he's gonna do some digging around. Do you want to talk to him before the fight or after the fight, Gabriel?
I think I want to talk to him, like, right before the
I
fight.
think that would be a good call.
Yeah.
All right, so you do your best with Howell, but you maybe can't quite get him to drink as much as you want. He seems distracted. He doesn't seem as interested in drinking as much tonight. He seems like to have a little bit of a fire in him.
Oh, look, it's not about the fight, all right? It's about what we can gain out of the fight.
I'm not going to throw a fight. That's the bottom line. I'm not going to throw a fight.
Damn it, that's how this goddamn business works. You think anyone makes it to the top?
Was that blasphemy? Oh! As you say that, Gabriel Pryor, as you say "goddamn" aloud, you feel something kind of tighten up. Now it's a hard feeling to describe.
Yeah.
But it's almost like, you know that feeling you get when your throat tightens up because you're afraid?
Yeah.
It's like something above your head, in the space above your head, feels that way. It's not something you feel in your body. It's something you feel in your being. So for the next week, all of your faith rolls are going to be made at a -2.
I think
Gabriel Pryor.
I think that's entirely fair.
And you know exactly why. You can feel it as the words come tumbling out of your mouth. They tingle a bit, almost like you can taste the fullness of the syllables.
As soon as he says it, he actually like coughs a little bit and like coughs his chest, like hits his chest, just kind of like a.
You all right?
I'm fine. But look, you've got to get over your sense of honor if we want to actually get anything out of this goddamn business.
Oh, there it is again.
Wow.
He keeps catching himself saying it. Be like,
Are you?
yes, I am fine. How?
God damn it, I'm great.
God damn it, I am. He like takes his glasses off and rubs his eyes, a la the intro.
You should take the night off. I don't think you're.
No. The only one who needs to take the night off is you from winning.
I'm not throwing the fight.
Look,
it's not happening.
It's just got to be this one fight.
Look.
This will get us in for good.
All right. Gentlemen, we ready? We look ready. Energy feels weird in here, but Howell and Howell, you're up. Wink. You're up. You head on up there. Don't worry, I'll be along shortly to get the proceedings going. I just gotta have a little chat with your manager here. You knock 'em dead tonight, Howell and Howell. Wink.
I will.
All right.
Does he actually say wink?
He is.
Yeah.
He's got a weird eye thing. It doesn't let him do a wink as well as he'd like to.
He's never been able to close just one eye at a time.
I think during this fight, Howell will go back and forth as to whether he is going to throw it.
Okay.
But the very last second, he's like, no, I'm going to win this.
Okay.
But he makes it a good enough fight. To win
Maybe you see a little kid who's like, I believe in you, Howell and Howell.
Yeah.
How to get a shirt with my face on it? And Gabe's out there selling them.
All right, so you're heading upstairs.
Yeah.
All right. So I didn't have a lot of time, but I did some asking around.
All right.
Great. Now, I don't know anything about no Sisters of Eminence or whatnot, but you said near the end of Cherry Creek?
Yeah.
Okay. Seems like a couple of people ain't interested in traveling around that area. They said, you know, riding through with their horses or whatnot, stage, covered wagons, however it is, these hillbillies get here into town. Just got a weird feeling around that area. Steered clear. Make sure to follow the creek, not head off across the open plains. Weird, right? Be weird if only one person said that. Talked to a couple people, said they got a weird gut feeling to not go that way.
Well,
So,
far be it from me to discount strangers' hunches.
yeah, no, I would totally discount that, but, you know, that's what I found, that's what you got.
I was being mildly ironic, but I guess we got to take what we can get. Thank you very much, Drum. I think you'll be... I make a small prayer, and I'm like, I think you'll be very happy with tonight's fight.
I better be, all right? Not only did I put money on this, I told other people to put money on it too. All right?
Wonderful.
So let's get up there and watch a fight. What do you say?
I say, let's go watch some sports.
All right.
Sports. Sports.
like
Sports. Sports.
Pretty much what I said. All right.
The opening ceremony is very elaborate for these fights.
So, Hal Melton, make a fighting roll for me.
Okay. With my wild die as well?
Sure.
Okay.
You're a wild card.
I'm a wild card.
Today.
That's an ace.
And you ain't for your wild die.
So it's a 10.
10. Okay, so, just like you said, you put up a show of maybe losing the fight for a bit, but you're...
I see him kind of like losing. I'm like, thank God.
And you're good enough of a fighter.
And I feel a little, doesn't go back, but.
Yeah. You're good enough of a fighter that you can make it look like you're losing without taking a lot of bumps and bruises, so I'm not going to give you a fatigue level for trying to throw this fight.
Ooh, that'd be bad.
But at the last minute, you just can't go through with it. And you come back with a patented Howell and Howell haymaker and knock this guy out in one solid punch. And the crowd goes wild. But across the crowd, looking over at Gabriel Pryor, is Lonzo, the drum. Son of a bitch.
Gabe ducks out the back. Gabe will not make eye contact with this guy. We are in trouble.
That's the guy.
Gabe ducks out the back, goes to find Howell, and is like, all right, no time to deal with the fans. We have got to leave.
All right, yeah, let's get some rest before tomorrow morning.
You know, I think people know where it is you are staying these days, so just for the hell of it, why don't you not tell anyone and take these $10 and go rent yourself a room at the Brown Palace.
What?
Just trust me on this one. In fact, let's walk and talk.
Oh, all right. That's kind of kind of you.
So you guys beat it out of there and head back.
Yes, we get
Number
out.
24, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, yeah. You know that his whereabouts are generally known, but for the time being, you've been able to keep yours private. So you can definitely buy yourself a night.
Oh yeah, I think Gabe is the sort who knows that information is a premium and does not give things away. Whereas Howell probably drinks in the hotel bar that he stays in.
Sure. I'm just writing down the word vendetta here.
All right.
So,
Woo!
you head back to the Brown Palace.
All right. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna jump back into that fight and call our ally to help.
Wait, to help?
No,
or
I'm
hinder
just
me?
really. No, that would be dumb. I want our ally to kill Howell.
You might enjoy what would
A
happen.
guy steps in the ring and says, "No, stop!" and I punch him to death.
And it was Esther Wynn.
Yeah. No.
All right, so you head back to the Brown Palace.
They're like, nobody bet on that.
Yeah. What a fight. Yes.
Good evening, Mr. Pryor.
Good evening, Nicholas.
Individual?
My name is Howell Melton.
This man's name is not important, and if anyone asks if there's a Hal Melton here, even if they are a client here, you are not to tell them that Hal Melton is staying here.
Why not?
Here's an extra $1, Nicholas. And I pay for Howell's room for the night.
So, Nicholas makes it his duty to be very carefully neutral towards all of the guests. So you have just asked him to show you favoritism over other guests, asking
$1.
whether or not. So I need you to make a persuade roll.
Persuade rolls are what I do.
Does he get anything extra for trying to bribe him?
No.
All right, so that's a 3, but it does get a +4.
Okay.
However, because I don't want to fail this one,
Oh
We'll get that
my!
later.
that was a violent
That one
failure.
was totally my fault.
I'm going to re-roll.
Thank you. All right. And add a +2 to it because of your elan.
Elan. All right, so that was still better because of Elan. Worse on a what I rolled since.
You want to stay with an 8?
If I use cursed Spanish gold, can I still get my Elan points? Because I used
Not for that roll. If you had rolled with the cursed Spanish gold and then with the
done
thing,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
You could, so if you had added a d6 with a red or blue fate chip, you could spend cursed Spanish gold to re-roll that.
To re-roll
This would
that.
not count as a roll made with a fate chip.
Yes. Well, since I have a D10 and a +4 just from my charisma and snake oil salesman, I still think I consider it worth it to try and re-roll it one more time.
Okay,
Are you ready?
I'm ready. Ha, got it.
Don't forget we
Much
have table ones.
better.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we
there
do
are
have the table ones. Great,
Spend
great,
those
great.
first.
Yeah.
All right. Ace,
And
and
a
I already got a 9, so I got to roll 3 or more.
Ace again!
Ace.
Oh my.
2 aces and a 4.
Okay, so it's
that's
16.
a 16
+4.
+4.
20.
That's a 20.
You want to stay with that?
Beat 20.
I do want to stay with that.
Okay.
That good.
He got it.
The 2.
That is not better than 20.
And he's a -4 charisma, so.
So you place me at a most disadvantageous position.
Well, let's toss one more dollar into the mix and make it advantageous for all of us.
Please, sir, your money's no good here. He takes the dollar. Very well. Should any other guest ask whether or not there is an individual by the name of whatever it was you said your name was,
Howell Melton.
Well, no, Hal. Just be quiet for a moment. Let me do the
will.
talking.
not inform the guest that anyone by such a name as that I cannot recall is staying here.
Thank you.
Would you? He keeps. Can you?
Look, the man is something of a celebrity, and you would hate to get a reputation that the Brown Palace is not somewhere
Yes.
that you can
Please.
go to live discreetly.
You and your friends have given me such a headache today. Could you please have a great evening? Have a good evening. Good evening.
Good evening.
All right.
Oh, your room, of course. Here, 13.
All right. Thank you.
That's on the first floor.
That's this floor.
No, this would be the ground floor. The first floor would be the first floor above the ground floor. Most places don't have as many floors. As
Nicholas,
do,
we
so
understand.
we've had
All right.
Is there an elevator of some kind, or do we have to walk up 5 flights every time we go to our floor?
You've never asked.
I'm asking now, as Megan.
Yes, there's an elevator.
Okay.
But that's for 10th floor guests.
Whoa.
Well, I'm on the
Fancy.
10th floor.
have more money.
We have plenty. Thank you.
We did get a deal on our room.
That's true.
Yeah,
So.
you did.
But I didn't try and negotiate for this one because I just wanted
Right.
quick.
All right. So you've got a room.
Okay.
We take him to his room like, all right, look, we'll leave first thing in the morning to check out these people. And it would be very good if you did not go out drinking tonight, okay? We do not need your face to be seen around town until we are able to calm things down a little bit.
All right. No, I'm not going out for a drink.
I swear you were going to kill me, Howell.
I'm sorry you feel that way. I don't mean to. I'm sorry I didn't throw the fight. I'm sorry.
Stay in your room and relax. Get some sleep.
All right. By the way, I know we sold a horse today, but aren't we gonna need another horse?
Well, I guess we'll figure that out as it happens.
All right. Well, that's fine.
Well, from what I've learned, perhaps it would be better for us to rent a wagon of some
Well,
sort.
we got Gussie and Dot, if Gussie's still there, and we got 4. We'll be fine. We should be all right.
So you guys head up to your rooms.
Yes.
So we have unlocked the last reward tier. Thank you very much, guys. So Rosaline,
Yes.
you are spending some time in the room
Yes.
with the strange box that has the rocket boots and the helmet in it.
Oh, we don't need a horse.
And you find there's something else in the box.
Horse! Rocket boots!
There is one more small thing in the box that you overlooked in the excitement of seeing. It's beneath the rocket
Is it
boots
a
and the
ruby?
helmet. It is not. It is one copy of Professor Featherweiser's helpful mnemonic learnerizer pamphlet, Piloting. So what this is, that the mysterious strangers in chat have unlocked for you, is a piece of new science that has been committed to paper. This is one of Professor Featherweiser's famous learnerizer pamphlets.
Oh my god.
What it does, it's written in such a way to make the neural network in your brain respond to it and soak up information, very specific information, at a much quicker rate than it ordinarily would. So, anyone who spends 15 minutes reading this pamphlet gains 1 die type in the piloting skill.
Wait.
Whoa.
Can you only do this once?
No?
Can you read it
But here's the
multiple
thing.
times and get better?
After 4 hours, all of the information just leaves your head.
But you can reread it.
You can,
Okay.
but it takes you 15 minutes to read it.
Is there a boating version?
You can only assume that yes, there is. Professor Featherweiser is a well-known jack of all trades.
You know what you
We're
have
not going
done?
out
Gabe has
Tomorrow we're
found
going to a
his
bookstore.
purpose this season.
Books hold so
I'm
much
going
power.
to find the boating pamphlet.
So, thank you guys very much for unlocking that.
Thank you. That's
Yeah.
Yeah, if anybody spends 15 minutes studying this, you will gain, none of you have piloting, so you would gain a D4 in piloting. So if you were to try and use the rocket boots, you would not be doing it at so steep a penalty.
I did not even know piloting was a skill in the Deadlands setting.
It is if you are making use of new scientific devices
Yeah.
that require
If
such
you
a
wanted
thing.
to fly
Like the balloon?
Doc James V's dirigible, you would need piloting.
Piloting.
Right?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Or if you wanted to fly on a rocket pack into the front of a train and pull it.
Or if you wanted to
yourself and
pitch a
then blow it up.
30-minute TV show.
Yeah.
All of
that's
those
the same
things.
Thing. Yeah.
Very helpful.
Even before
Piloting.
they knew what that was.
All right, so make a note of that pamphlet.
You guys are with me on this, right?
Yeah.
No, we get it. I'm totally on board. All right, so the next day. The next day, daytime.
Wait. Was this there was an art? What was the Twitter RP? There was one between you guys that had just happened, or was it the one between us?
No, this is the one,
The one
with
between
us.
us.
That's
Okay,
me
so
coming back and
that's
being like,
this
oh
night.
my god.
Okay.
Fucking Howell.
Now I see where we are.
And we already lived through that on Twitter, so
We
we'll
did.
skip ahead to
No,
the
no,
next
no.
morning.
I was trying to figure out where we were. Okay.
All right, so first light. City gets started early.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
Denver's a city of early risers. You don't build a city out in the middle of nowhere in the West if you don't have that gumption and go-get-it attitude.
Ah, Denver, the city that sleeps lightly.
I immediately go downstairs. And I assume Nicholas is still there.
Yeah. I'm in the lobby at first light.
I mean, I assume we come in last.
Yeah.
If you are going to wait in the lobby, could you at least wait in one of the corner alcoves?
I paid for this. I mean, it was paid for, so I feel like I can stand anywhere.
Checkout is today at 11 o'clock.
And it
I'm
is-
tricking out.
Very well, Mr. Bogue. Please, sign here. And now that was signing to accept the rest of the expenses that had been billed to your room by your daughter?
What? What?
Mr. Pryor said he would accept any charges on my room.
What? What? Bo, what's he talking about?
Very well. Very well.
Bo,
I shall bill them to Mr. Pryor.
why aren't you looking at me, Bo?
All right. I mean, I respect
Sorry, I
the
had
move,
to- I had to
but
check out of my room.
Well, you know.
we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
Bo, what's he talking about?
What who talking about?
The guy up at the desk. He said, your daughter.
I don't have a daughter.
Bo, you got a kid?
No, I certainly do not.
Bo, there's nothing wrong with that.
Of course not. But I don't have one.
Gentlemen, perhaps you could have this whispered urgent discussion outside of the hotel.
We're waiting for some other guests.
Will you be renewing your room this evening?
No.
And
I will.
Mr. Bogue, you have checked out?
Yes, but I believe I have until 11 o'clock.
You have until 11 o'clock to check out. You have completed the checkout process, therefore I must ask you both very kindly to please vacate the lobby of the hotel. It is primarily for guest usage.
I have not completed my checkout, and he is a guest of mine, so
Very well.
yes.
I think Gabe and Rose should come down at this point.
And surrounding it is just this, like, pool of smoke. That's just right because they're just smoking up.
Nicholas, you certainly have not done a good job of keeping the air breathable down here in the lobby this morning.
No.
Yeah, work on that, Nicholas.
Oh, I see why. I see why.
Oh. Bogue! I'm surprised to see you here. This seems a little more fancy than your regular accommodations.
We have a lot to talk about on this trip.
Yeah, something
we do.
interesting, it seems. I'm looking forward to it.
Do you guys know Janesville got a daughter?
Bogue, you've got a daughter.
You have a daughter.
Let's get on
and
some
you didn't
horses.
tell us about a daughter.
Let's start riding.
So you getting your horse?
I'm riding with James.
All right, now, before you get your
Get
horses,
your own horse.
is anyone trying to get any more information about where it is that you're heading, or anything about Cherry Creek, or anything like that?
Wait, I mean, yeah, I probably want to know what. You didn't get a whole lot of info.
Can I ask Nicholas for...
Anyone who wants to make
Do
a
what you gotta
streetwise roll
do.
For what
do
now?
what now?
For what are we streetwising?
just to get more information about
Who has the streetwise skill? Oh, I've got a D8 in streetwise.
Oh, you're way better than me.
Boom, and our charisma is affects it.
Oh, it does? Well, I
Yeah.
got a 4.
So I got a 7.
7, 4,
3.
3. Yes, Mr. Melton.
I was wondering if you just had a map of Denver and the surrounding area. We're going to make a ride today, and
It would take me a while to procure a map, and at such a point you might no longer be staying with us.
oh, now that's rude. Come
So
on.
I must respectfully deny your request. I'm sorry.
How about you give me a map, Nicholas?
Very well, Mr. Pryor. Where is it that you are wishing to go?
I've heard news that Cherry Creek is beautiful this time of year.
I have heard that Cherry Creek is frozen over this time of year.
Yes, well, some people think frozen creeks are rather beautiful, don't they?
I cannot disagree with that. Some people probably do feel that way. Why is it that you are seeking this information?
Wow, that sure seems like a rather personal question for
I
us.
merely ask.
Very unusual.
I merely ask as a way of more thoroughly responding to your needs. If I know if you wish to merely go sightseeing, or perhaps you're wishing to travel, or anything like that, I can give you better recommendations. It was in no way intended to be me nosing into your personal business. You know I would never.
How many maps you got back there, Nicholas?
Well, I have the one copy of the hotel map.
A hotel map.
Yes,
You don't have any maps of Denver then, and the surrounding area?
I have the one copy of the hotel map, Miss Byrne.
Then what is it that we're arguing about right now? Are you just trying to give us some recommendations?
Yes, I would very much like to provide the level of service that the Brown Palace is known for providing. So if you could please give me some information about what it is you intend to do on, near, or anywhere in the surrounding area of Cherry Creek, I could be of more help to you. Please, this is very grating to me, not being able to help you to my full extent.
we would like to go there.
Fine, and will you be traveling along the creek?
We might start heading along the creek, and then we'd
Very
probably.
well, sir. I can recommend a travel service that operates in that area. Sub-Zero
Oh,
to
Sub-Zero.
her.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for the 25.
Nicholas, did you wake up on the wrong side of the bed today?
I did not. I have a bit of a migraine this morning.
Oh.
I've been taxed to my limit more in the past day than I have been in recent memory, so you'll forgive me. I'm feeling very pulled in several directions.
Of course,
there
darling.
is, of course, a adventure stagecoach line that runs along that area. If you head to the...
I think we want something a little more private.
I don't know. Perhaps that
No.
might be along the what we need.
Well, if you head just to the outskirts of Denver, where Cherry Creek meets the South Platte, you will find Chuck Peters' Adventure Stages.
All right. Thank you very much, Nicholas. As we walk away, I put a hand on Howell's shoulder. I'm like, I'm sorry. Usually the service is much better in a high-class establishment such as this.
I'll tip him.
Are
50 cents.
50 cents?
Yeah.
And are you saying that loud enough for him to hear?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. Miss Byrne, I must respectfully deny your gratuity. I have failed you.
Oh, you just have a migraine
No,
today.
no, it's unacceptable, and I shall endeavor to be much better in the future.
I feel bad now.
Well, all right, Nicholas, if you insist. But
Thank
you're
you.
doing just fine.
Please, I don't deserve the compliment.
You come back, he's not working there anymore.
I've tendered my resignation effective immediately.
No.
All right.
All right, so you guys are heading out to grab your horses,
Yes.
and then do you want
Well, are we actually going to do a stagecoach thing?
Look,
Because
from what I've heard, the people who are riding stagecoaches around there have pretty unanimously felt as though there's an area they do not feel comfortable going to. Now, we know that these sort of things might have some sort of supernatural connotation to them. Now, I think if we are to go with someone who has spent time in the area, perhaps just going by where they don't want to go, we can find where we need to go.
What is it that we need to be preparing for? Should I be prepared to talk my way into something, or do I need to be prepared to fight my way into something?
I honestly don't know, and that seems to be a problem, but
Well, there's always the option of trying to find a couple more days of gathering information, although
no.
it might be difficult on the fighting circuit.
No, we're leaving today. We're leaving now. I just don't know what to expect, and I mean that's half the reason I brought. I want y'all to come with me. Who's better at dealing with the unexpected than us lot?
I'm trying to
Do you need to
bridge.
go upstairs and change?
Well, I'm trying to bridge the gap between my adventuring outfit with all of my knives, and I think it'd be okay. I'll just make it look fancier.
So you're gonna fancy up your walking around. Okay, so you probably need to go upstairs and change.
Well, yeah.
So while she does that, you guys want to grab the horses?
Yes.
Yeah?
Sure.
Yes. Yes.
All right. Your horse is still here. Thanks to me.
Well, I know it's thanks to you or the stable.
I don't go to get the
Nice.
horses.
You don't?
No.
Okay.
Oh. I assume Bo came with me because that's where your horse is too.
I guess
No,
we never.
your horse was at a different stable.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Well, no.
And I guess she's stayed there because you never changed it while you were dealing with your daughter. So
Yeah.
yeah, you would go to your
Oh,
separate
right.
stable. So you
Just
get your
super
horse, no
obvious.
problem. They
Yeah.
love Dodge. She's great.
Right.
I don't think it will make
I know Gussie's a handful. I'm sorry, but you kept her in one piece, and I thank you for that.
You haven't. All right.
What?
Nothing.
What were you gonna say?
Nothing.
Well-
Here's your horse.
Why you giving me that sad look?
Tain't worth it.
What?
Tain't worth it.
Tain't worth it?
Are you making fun of my regionalisms?
No, I just want to make sure I heard you correctly.
You
Are
did hear me
saying-
correctly. It ain't worth it.
Well, I am sorry. I will take my horse elsewhere.
No. No, it does me good to have the business of Howell and Howell Melton. Your manager made that clear.
Oh, well, yeah, we're helping each other. I'm sorry she's a wily beast, but she likes to be free. What can I say? And you already invested in the locks and such. You can't just throw those away.
I did. Yeah, be ashamed to waste all them locks I have on her stable door. Had to have another one last night.
How is she getting through the locks anyway?
Don't know. Came into the stable and she was most of the way outside of her stall.
She is a beast.
Locks were still in place.
Oh,
So added another one for good measure.
She's a huckster.
She seems to have just gotten distracted and given up.
huh. Well, I'll take her off your hands for a week or
Thank
so.
you so much.
You're welcome.
I could use the break.
I'll see you in a week.
All right.
I imagine my stable was sending me like daguerreotypes of Dot playing with the other horses and stuff.
Dot's doing great.
Yeah,
Here's us with Dot. All right, so you guys are heading back to the Brown Palace
Dot's made some friends.
Yeah.
Yes.
and meet up with Rosaline, who is now ready to go, and
Yes.
Gabriel, who was waiting there, so he didn't have to go to the stable.
Yeah.
And you guys are heading to the outskirts of town?
Yes.
Over towards Cherry Creek?
Yes.
All right. So you guys leave the city, and
And I'm talking the whole time. So what is it, James? Tell me.
I mean, I guess we have to talk about this just a little bit. You got to fill him in on what happened.
No, James,
And I do.
And he does.
does he tell us, how much do you tell us?
So,
Do you tell us she
yeah.
conned you?
yes.
James, why didn't you find us sooner?
James.
We could have seen right through her.
Well, I tried.
Next time someone comes to you and starts asking for money of any sort, you say, oh, maybe the people who are always trying to get money from strangers would know if this is a real
I
person or not."
tried, but someone was not in their room.
Well, we can't all spend all our time in our rooms, can we?
You know where we spend our time. At least, I've told you. You know where to find me.
Hal, do you carefully start studying your surroundings at this point?
Was that a tree? How did a stone cold gunslinger get conned by a 10-year-old girl?
I wish I had been there for all of this.
Please. James is a classic Mark. He's the sort of man who's just a little too trustful of everything and is too embarrassed to admit that he doesn't understand what's going on.
Quite true. You're a good one yourself, Howell, but
He just opened up about this to you guys, and you're all talking in front of him about, yeah, he'd be terrible at this.
I
Totally
don't
makes sense
know.
that he fell for it.
Hal's a little too honest to be a particularly good Mark.
I think so. I think just you
Are
can
we all on
use the
separate
honesty
horses?
against.
No.
Well, we're riding.
We went to
Unless they're
horses.
walking beside you,
No,
one of
we're-
them's on,
I'm on yours.
Yeah, she's on
I
yours.
insisted.
and that means you're riding behind Howell on Gussie.
Yeah, but I think we're close enough that we can have this conversation across
Sure.
things.
Yeah, we're side by side.
James strikes me as the sort who's had some liaisons and could therefore be embarrassed about them in the conversation, whereas Hal would remember every woman he slept with and probably feel bad about any of them that he did not treat properly.
But you could use that against him.
Well, perhaps,
How
but
could you use that against? I've only slept with the one.
all sorts of ways.
Oh yes. It'd be quite fun if we weren't friends. I wouldn't do that. To
Not
me.
that we've planned this sort of thing out in a hypothetical, but
I'd like to ride up next to him and take my foot and kick his foot out from under so he goes out.
oh,
James.
And then start riding.
all right, look.
So Gabe almost falls off the side of Gussie because all of a sudden his support is taken away.
I hit James
and then
on
you
the
just
shoulder.
trot off
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah.
Look, I'm just like, James, if someone came to me and was talking about gunfighting, I would go to you.
And you almost run right into an old ratty stagecoach that's so covered in dust that it blends in with the surroundings out here. You can hear Cherry Creek
Can we?
Hear it. Yeah.
very slightly as you approach. And you see a dusty old sign that proclaims, "This is Chuck Peters, Adventure Stages."
It's like this was Chuck Peters.
There is a man
Adventure Stages.
sitting on the stagecoach who appears to be bundled up in a dusty coat and is asleep.
Well,
Mr. Peters?
Yeah, welcome. Welcome, Hi, yes, I am Mr. Peters. What can I do for you fine folks?
Well, the four of us would like to commission your carriage to go out on a trip down around Cherry Creek and the surrounding environs.
Adventure Stage.
The venture stage, very well said.
Pardon my saying so, but you seem to be horsed.
Well, if there's somewhere we can hitch up these horses, I believe that simply experiencing your little adventure would suit us just fine.
Everyone make a notice roll for me.
I got a 2.
When did I do that?
I got a 6.
I don't notice so good.
7, 8, 9.
I got a 3.
A 3, a 2,
a 5.
a 5,
9.
a 9.
Ooh.
Okay,
That's how the table's noticing. There we go.
We're distracted thinking about Bogue having a daughter.
And we're in the back.
Or Bogue being
Yeah.
conned by a small child.
and you're also focusing on Chuck Peters and the matter at hand.
Right.
So you overlook the sign that both of these two see, or they assume it's a sign. It's about sign shaped, but it seems to have some sort of dusty tarp thrown over it, and it's closer to the river in front of some tall grass. You notice that. You notice that the grass seems to be moving wildly now as you guys are talking to Mr. Peters. Well, I reckon that you could, hitch up your horses, and sure, I could probably manage that. And then, as you guys watch, from behind the grass, Chuck! You hear someone start shouting, and you see, struggling through the tall grass surrounding the creek, a 13-year-old girl,
Jessie,
who looks like she means business.
from
She
Toy
has this-
Story.
No,
She's
it's
Jessie
not,
from
it's
Toy
not
Story.
her. No.
Yeah, but that hat.
She's got a serious cast to her face. Guys, she's got a serious cast to her face. Chuck, did you untie the ties I had separating these reeds again? And you have covered my sign again.
Is this your daughter?
Is this your daughter?
Damn it.
What?
She's
Why
too
did you ask
talkative
her
to
that?
be. She's
I
too
thought you
talkative
would
to be Bogue's daughter.
Made your way down the creek. Well, I haven't, Chuck. And it looks like you're trying to get rid of your competition. I'm sorry, folks. Give me one moment while I undo this. And she walks over and starts tying up the reeds and grass to the side and ties them up on the other side to split so you can now see the creek. And you see some sort of strange looking contraption-esque boat that is moored on the creek.
Oh no!
And she uncovers the sign and reveals that it's a new looking sign in stark contrast to Chuck Peters that proclaims Adelaide S. Knickerbottom's adventure boating.
Oh my.
Now, if you can't handle a little bit of competition from a fellow business person, you ain't worth your salt, Chuck Peters. Ain't no one gonna ride on your boat on Frozen Creek. These folks came over here because they heard all about my adventure stage. And we were in the midst of negotiating business. Ain't that right, folks?
Well,
Yeah. Were you negotiating business, folks, with Mr. Chuck Peters?
no,
That ain't his name.
I didn't know a boating tour was in the possibility. I heard that Cherry Creek was somewhat frozen over.
It is. And that's the beauty of it, mister. My boat is a special boat. Now, see, I reckon you ain't never heard of Adelaide S. Knickerbottoms yet. But that's because I'm just beginning my entrepreneurial empire. And this boat is the beginning of it. Now, this boat, as I said, is equipped for all manner of transportation. Why, it can go upriver and get rid of the ice and make way better time than you'd make on one of Mr. Peters' adventure stages. And he knows it. That's why he keeps trying to cover me up and keep me out of business. He kind
Well.
of looks down, like angry, ashamed.
Well, I have to say, I'm somewhat partial to boats myself. Back on the James River, me and my uncle would ride around trolling for catfish and the like, and
But that's all well and good, mister,
been
but that's
something to
because
what?
you ain't never been on an adventure stage. Now, you just let me do my pitch, Addie. All right, now, you folks seem mighty kind, so I'll tell you what. I'll take you wherever it is you need to go. And ordinarily, I'd charge $0.25 a mile per person for this kind of off-road staging. But, on account of I like you folks, cut you a deal, 20 cents per mile per person. How's it sound?
20 cents per mile per person. I don't know, it sounds somewhat reasonable. I look at Addie.
Oh, well, yeah, it does sound reasonable. You say that now. But that's because you ain't riding around in his jankety old stage being tossed hither and about when you could be traveling on the smooth waters of Cherry Creek. And I'd do it. Heck, I'll cut you a deal just because you folks seem nice. I'd do it for 15 cents a mile per person. What do you say to that, Mr. Peters?
Well, Bo, you do tend to get road sick when we spend too much time on a rickety old, whatever the thing is called. I've just failed as a Jordan.
Pergola.
Yes, a pergola. On a stagecoach, you get a little green around the gills if.
Quite true.
That's so.
I wasn't gonna ride the coach. I was gonna ride Dot.
You do
No.
Staying here.
You folks do want to ride the coach. You do want to ride the coach, and I'll tell you why. It's because, on account of it's winter and business has been slow, I'll give you a wintertime special, $10 total, for all of you, for up to 50 miles. How's that sound? How's that sound, Addie?
$10. That could get us a fine room at somewhere as nice as the Brown Palace, couldn't it?
That's up to 50 miles.
Well.
Now that's the amount you'd pay for one of you to go 50 miles on an adventure stage. But I'm offering you that deal for all of you to go 50 miles on an adventure stage. Now if you go less than that, why, it would cost less.
I don't mean to be rude, but I just need to know which one is the fastest.
Well, and they both at the same time go, mine is.
All right, well, that didn't help.
All right, well, no, you know that's patently untrue. You're going upriver in ice. Now, I don't care how special it is you claim your boat to be. Ain't no way you can beat a team of horses pulling a stage. Will you say that now, Mr. Peters? But that's because you ain't seen my boat really get going. You also ain't never seen me command a boat, but I am a master when it comes to
Do we really
boat.
need either one of them? Can't we just take these horses? They're quite a bit faster and they're just spending so much time arguing and it still
ain't faster,
seems
miss.
so expensive.
It ain't faster. Where is it that you aim to go?
We've heard of a group of interesting people out in the area, and we were just looking to.
Which area? How far do you
explore.
need to go?
Near the end of Cherry Creek.
Near the end of Cherry Creek. Well, just so happens, as I am well aware, Mr. Peters knows, that is about 50 miles outside of town, so I'll tell you what. Just to prove him wrong, I'll do it for $5. $5 for all of you. I'll take you all the way up there, and on your horses. It would take you more than 2 days to get that far. I'll have you there by the end of the night. And that's a promise.
That's quite an
That's
offer.
ridiculous. Ain't no way some tiny little skiff like that gonna get you, and that's not accurate. It is not tiny. In fact, now that you look at it, it seems to be pretty spacious. It even seems to have some extra room. You can't tell for sure through the reeds, but it looks like there could be some sort of stable area on board it for up to 2 horses. And that's because the mysterious strangers in chat unlocked room enough for everyone.
Thank you. This is a goddamn dream.
Well, if I can take Dot, then
You can even take your horses.
Yeah.
I'd bring them on board. I'll take them with you.
Well, if we can
This
take
seems like
her.
the way to go.
Horses, $5, you say.
$5 total for all of you, and the horses.
Total?
Won't charge you extra for it. I'm
Well-
just getting started.
Charles, I wish you the best in your business, but I believe the wonderful young woman here has a unique offer that we would be fools to turn down.
Fine. But when you get less than a mile away and your boat's frozen in the middle of the creek, you come back and see old Chuck, and I'll take you there for my established rate.
We'll keep that in mind,
Which
darling.
was $10 for 50 miles, I believe.
Incorrect. 25 cents per person per mile.
Well, that's not very friendly of you. Let's get on the boat.
Yeah. And he just grumbles and gets back into his coat and just sits on his stage. Addie, meanwhile, shoots him a winning smile and then makes a big show of bowing affectedly and says, right this way, folks. All aboard my boat. Ain't named it yet. It's still relatively new, but I do promise you're in good hands. Mr. Peters, we'll be seeing you later. And she kind of leads you on board. She'll lead the horses on with your help.
Mm-hmm.
Your horses seem maybe a little bit nervous about getting. I don't know how many boats your horses have been on, but
None boats?
probably none boats.
Probably none boats.
But it feels actually pretty sturdy for a boat. It feels very sturdy for a boat. And now that you're on it and looking around, you can see that there seem to be a lot of scientific contraptions that are making this boat more than just a normal boat.
How is it that this boat works?
Oh, well, it's a proprietary system that I can't rightly explain. I purchased it, didn't build it.
Oh, well, you can give me the general idea. I'm somewhat of a boat enthusiast myself.
Are
It's been a
you?
while, but I used to ride on catamarans out in the Chesapeake Bay.
Ah, well, the Shoshone Indians showed me how to boat. They actually raised me from an orphan, and started out canoeing and whatnot. Pretty good boaters they are, good on the water, and they imparted that knowledge to me. Here I am, striking out to forge my own water transportation empire here in landlocked Colorado.
How is it you came to afford this machine?
I took out a sizable loan.
To a 13-year-old girl.
I have a very well-written business plan.
Oh, by who?
Suppose you'd have to.
By me.
By you.
It's amazing
guys
what
can tell-
young girls can get out of people, isn't it?
Oh, quite.
You guys can tell she is super
What's the-
serious
Oh, yeah.
when it comes to her business plan. Everyone raise a bottle.
Oh,
We have a toast from Sub-Zero Par 27.
Wait, I've got to get a new drink.
get a drink.
Get a drink.
Diffatrax.
Welcome back.
Thank you for the sub.
Oh my.
Everyone raise a bottle. Been a long time, Diffatrax.
Yeah, Diffatrax.
Raise a bottle. Sub-Zero Par 27 would like us to toast. Thank you for the hours upon hours of amazing content. Also, to the honor of the mysterious, silent bandana man. Thank you for the hours upon hours of amazing content. Also, to the honor of the mysterious, silent bandana man. Set him up and knock him down. Thank you very much, Sub-Zero Par 27.
It's Bandana Girl's old NPC from our early adventure.
Correct. Ain't been seen in quite some time.
Yeah.
As you guys get on board the boat and Addie starts untying things and starting things up, the boat has a motor that you can hear start purring to life. You hear Chuck Peters call out, "Well, I hope you don't have any trouble with them, Addie. Hope that Carcajou's as much in hibernation as you claim to think it is. Happy trails.
What is it that he said?
Eddie,
Stuff it, Chuck."
What?
Anyways, folks, let's get going.
What was that word?
cockajou, as he said, something like that.
That's correct.
What
That's
is
some
that?
sort of local.
Don't worry about it. That's just Chuck trying to scare everybody and scare my clients
Does
away.
that have anything to do with a particular area of Cherry Creek and people not wanting to go there?
Not as I know of. Anyway,
Can I make a
we-
boating check to see if I know what that is?
What a carcajou is? Yeah, make a boating check.
All right.
Does a dream come true?
Oh my God!
So that's a D4 with a -2
You
because it's
better
untrained.
ace
Two and a
this.
half
You better
seasons.
ace this.
Aced!
Boat ace!
2 4s and a 3. So that's 8, 9, 10, 11, -2.
A 9.
So that's a 9.
Carcajou is not a boating term.
Damn.
You know this definitively.
Well, that's nothing I've ever heard about boating.
Right. Well, anyways, you mind if we just get a little bit upriver from here, and maybe we can talk more freely when Chuck ain't listening because he's eavesdropping on the other side of this grass. Chuck.
Of course.
I ain't eavesdropping. I ain't know. So she gets it going. And you can see there is ice kind of around, a little bit of water flow, but there is a lot of ice. But as soon as she gets the boat going, you see these little jets in the front of the boat that seem to be like sort of releasing hot steam that are melting the ice as you guys continue to travel. And as the boat starts to go, you can see that it's melting the steam as quick as it needs to, or melting the ice as quick as it needs to with this superheated steam. And you start to make pretty good speed, even going against the current. You would wager that you're going faster than you would be able to on horseback.
Wait, how fast are we
after
going?
a time.
It's not 33 miles per hour, right?
It's not.
Okay,
No, your
good.
heads aren't going to fall off.
Worried about that.
88 miles per hour, we go back in time.
33 miles
Oh.
per hour. They did not think they could go faster than that.
But the professor's dead,
That was
right?
They would die.
That was in our history.
That was in our history.
Lots of people have gone faster than 33
That's
miles
true.
per hour in
That's
the Weird
true.
West. You got rocket boots, for goodness sake.
Just
And
wait.
everybody dies.
Did you bring the rocket boots?
No.
You
I
bring the
didn't.
rocket
I
boots?
didn't.
That's okay. They're kind of
Confirmation.
bulky.
The professor's dead, right? Wasn't he one of the corpses?
No.
Well,
No, it was
Professor
the
wasn't one of
doctor who was
yeah,
one of the
Doc
corpses.
Hollingsbeck was one of the corpses.
yeah.
That's what I was thinking
Not
of.
Prof. Brown.
As far as we know.
So,
Yeah. All right.
oh, and Sifitrex would like to give their piece of cursed Spanish gold to James Bogue.
Oh, hey!
Yes.
Thank you, Sifitrex.
So you guys get going at a pretty good clip. And even the horses seem okay with this. They seem somewhat lulled by the constant drone of the machines that are making the boat go. And Addie has set up herself at the front of the boat where she is piloting it, using a series of levers and wheels to continue down the creek and navigate its twists and turns. Sorry about that, folks. Chuck ain't used to having any competition around about these parts, so especially not one as serious about business as I am. So I'm sorry if you had to see anything unpleasant. And listen, I stand by the price I quoted you, $5 for all of you, but it would help me out mightily if you all wouldn't mind offering up a letter of reference at the end of this journey, saying you're satisfied with the service you received on Adelaide as Knickerbottom's adventure boats.
Well, you've got a celebrity on board here with Howell Melton.
I don't know who that is,
Maybe let's lay low on the Howell Melton for the next couple of days, perhaps.
but that is a name I will remember. I can tell people if he is someone round
Tell you
if
what.
you don't mind me using your name in order to say like Howell Melton.
No,
Tell you what,
One of
if
my
you
boats.
in fact don't use the name, we will give you, no matter how this trip goes, a glowing recommendation.
Ain't never met anyone by the name of Howell Melton.
You're a very smart young girl.
Turn around.
Gabriel, what has happened? Why don't you want people saying my name? I thought that was bad for business.
It sounds like you're trying to kill Gabe here.
Howell,
What?
we'll talk about this later.
No, let's talk about it now.
Why'd you say it like that?
After Howell's last fight, we may not be in particularly good terms with the Denver Underground.
Oh, is this a conversation that I should be privy to?
No, it is not, but I appreciate your discretion. Now, I think all of us could do well by just continuing to enjoy this wonderful little cruise down Cherry Creek.
Hell of a thing, this boat.
Everyone raise a glass. We missed one from Vampire 54.
Oh my.
Win that sports fight, Howell.
Win that sports fight, Howell!
Set him up, knock him down,
I
and thanks to
did.
you, Vampire 54, he did win that sports fight.
He did.
I sure as
That
heck
son of a bitch.
See, I would have let
Worse.
Vampire down.
Now, folks, I know I said I'd give you an explanation for something that Chuck bandied about back there, and I feel I owe it to you since you've agreed to give me letters of reference, so I should be straightforward with you. He said, Carcajou. Any of you familiar with one of them critters?
No.
Can't say that I am.
Not a boating term I've heard of.
Right. It ain't a boating term.
I know quite a bit about boating.
I see. Yeah,
Well-
no, so
Don't mind.
Carcajou is just kind of a angry critter. Big. Not so big, but, you know, it can do some damage. But don't worry. Cold, they hibernate. So, shouldn't be no
What
problem.
sort of critter is this? What's it like? Is it undead?
What?
Nothing.
No, it sounded like you whispered something.
Is it like a squirrel or a raccoon?
No.
Thank
More
God.
like a wolverine and a wolf and a badger,
how long is
all
its,
kind of mixed together with someone who's just having one hell of a bad day.
How long is its neck?
I don't rightly know. I ain't never seen one up close. Just hear about it.
I think we're confusing the young lady. As long as this cockajou is well into its hibernation period, then I think we have nothing to worry about.
I am 98% certain that it is.
Well, let's hope that you are not 2% wrong.
At this point, let's go ahead. It's 9:45. We'll close the poll.
Oh.
What?
Voting is closed.
Oh my.
Thank you guys
Closing
for voting.
poll. Closing poll. Closing poll.
Last call, closing poll.
All right. Well,
Clothing.
so you're heading all the way to the end of Cherry Creek.
That's right.
All right. Well, I'll get you there in one piece. Get you there in half the time it would have taken you otherwise.
Have you been this way often?
Well, I've been up and down the creek just getting a feel for it, but I ain't taking people this way.
Do you know lots of folks that are in this area? you come upon anyone other than customers?
Every now and then, I pass people riding along the creek, heading into or out of Denver, but
Any particular people?
no, not that I know of. I'm new to the area myself. Struck out, thought you know the Jewel City of the West be a good place to start up my own business, get my enterprise going here.
How's it working for you?
Well, you're my first customers, so as I said, a letter of reference would go a long way towards helping me out.
Of course.
It's the least we can do.
Great. All right. Well, today might be a good day after all. Everyone, make a notice roll.
Wish you hadn't said that.
Uh-oh.
There's a 6.
That's a 6.
I got a 5.
I got a 3.
Oh, I got
9.
11.
9.
Look at those
11?
nines over there.
Yeah.
Rosalina's distracted by the constant thread that's
Wow.
hanging down in front of Addie's face.
Darn.
Can we
Well, I'm trying to drive the boat. I'm trying to drive the boat.
Can we?
9, 11.
Sorry.
What did you get? You got a 3?
Yeah.
What did you get?
5.
5. Okay. So you guys are looking around at all this talk of carcajous and whatnot, and you notice that the grasses and the shrubbery on the sides of the creek are kind of high. They obscure a lot of what's happening on the other side of them, and it makes you a bit nervous. But the day is cool and crisp, and you're moving along at a pretty steady pace. And after a while, with nothing seeming amiss, you start to kind of put your minds at ease and just enjoy the trip. Or do you? You tell me.
Gabe
I'm
likes
not at
boats.
ease. I just really want to help.
I'm
Help her out.
No, what?
I'm cleaning my rifle.
Okay. So assuming that this is our boat here, where would you be, James Bogue, on the boat? Back here is where the horses are being kept in the sort of addition to the boat there.
Oh my goodness.
I'd be with Gussie, make sure he doesn't try to jump off.
Okay.
Thank you.
Are you then on the starboard side of this boat?
Where do
Nobody
you wanna
knows. No one's ever been quite sure if they've ever codified what starboard and port are.
Can I roll a boating check to see if I know what starboard and port are?
Yep.
That's a 3.
-2.
-2. I don't know.
So start bandying some words around.
but I think I know.
Nice day. You folks comfortable back there?
Yeah, mighty fine.
Gabe's out in the front. He's out on the.
Okay.
be? Up here?
Yeah.
I believe I got some refreshments if anybody gets hungry or thirsty.
Oh, you're quite prepared, aren't you?
I try and plan for every contingency, miss.
It's quite the enterprise you've managed to set up here.
Yeah. You're gonna start misusing some boating terms because you rolled really bad on boating?
Yep.
Okay, good. Just checking. You gotta do it. But you don't have to do it now because I called it out. Now it'd be awkward.
I know, and now I'm like thinking about it, but I was planning on it.
Yeah, don't
It'll
think about
happen.
it. Don't think about it. Don't think about it.
It'll happen.
Yeah. So, what brings folks out here?
We're going to meet some friends.
Oh. You set up a rendezvous? You know, Cherry Creek starts to go up into a plateau through canyon and whatnot, so
Well,
something to be aware of.
But what do you know about the area?
I
So
don't.
there's a canyon.
Yeah.
Any establishments of any sort up there?
Not as I'm aware. Kind of a nice natural area. It's a pretty canyon.
You wouldn't happen to have a map of the area, would you?
Up here I do.
Oh.
But just mostly of the creek and surrounding areas. What? No, sorry. Please, I am trying to pilot a boat.
If you go that side.
Everyone, okay, you seem very nice, but you're getting in the way of me being able to see. I almost hit it wrong.
now, all right. Stop bothering the young lady. She has enough trying to deal with the starboard jib.
Yeah. Right. Everyone make a notice roll.
He's bullshitting.
That's a 6.
I ace!
I double ace.
I ace again, me too!
You guys.
I got a 4.
I keep acing.
got a
And that's
13.
enough. A 4's enough most of the time.
That's a 14.
13.
11.
Wow.
We're so noticey.
All right, well, Addie is very focused on boating this boat. But you guys all notice a little bit of rustling in the grass on the side of the creek.
Is that normal?
What?
Well, the grass over there keeps a rustling.
Oh, you know, it could be a deer or something. There's lots of wildlife in this area, even though it's winter. You know, it's been warm and then
How tall
cold
is
and
this
then warm.
grass?
How tall is the grass? Probably like 6 feet tall, 7. Some of it's like really tall,
Tall enough for a
overgrown
deer.
reeds.
All right.
You guys hear a low rumbling growl.
That doesn't sound like a deer to me.
No, I'm thinking that's probably not a deer, actually. And then out of the grass comes bursting this huge brown shape. It's about the size of a large dog. And it comes launching out of the grass and leaps onto the boat from this side.
Oh my goodness.
There's a cockatoo off the starboard flank.
In a ferocious hurricane of gnashing teeth and slashing claws. You guys are in combat.
What in the
Woo!
God! All right.
All right,
There are books.
James Bogue.
No.
4 of hearts, no?
Get it too.
10 of diamonds.
Okay.
Can I interest you? Hal Melton.
Yes.
5 of spades.
Okay.
Rosaline Byrne. Ace of spades.
Ooh, ace.
The ace of spades.
Gabriel Pryor.
The ace of spades.
Ace of hearts.
The ace of hearts.
The Carcajou. Jack
Now I
of
know what it
clubs.
is.
And Addie. King of diamonds.
Ooh.
However, it comes leaping out on that side of the boat, so that's where Howell and Gabriel are. Even? Odd.
Come on, even. Damn.
And it comes leaping out and immediately zeroes in on you, Gabe. And it's coming, the furiousness and the ferocity of this thing's approach is immediately intimidating. It's gonna get a free intimidation roll against you at the very beginning of the fight.
Sure. What's intimidation against?
Intimidation is against spirit.
Ooh, I'm good at spirit.
So it's gonna do intimidation first.
Oh shit, it's probably better then.
I keep my head together.
Okay, it rolled an 8,
Okay.
and I'll stick with it.
All right. Rolling against it.
Yep.
I get a D10 on spirit. And am I okay on a match?
On a match,
Nothing
nothing
changes.
changes, so you would not be intimidated at that point.
All right.
So yeah, it comes leaping out. So this thing is about the size of a large dog. It's got brown fur. Now this is what you're trying to put together through what you can see. Its mouth keeps opening, and you can see what looks like rows and rows of serrated teeth, almost like you wouldn't know this, but almost like a shark. And it's got these super long claws that it's just slashing at. Now it's just
You might know
the ferocity and
I know a lot about
speed that it's coming at you with that's
water
so
stuff.
intimidating. But you managed to stand your ground. Who's up first? Ace of spades.
Oh yeah.
Spades.
Yep, Rosaline Byrne.
Can I see? I was trying to find puppet.
Puppet?
Can I puppet that?
I don't know that you can.
Oh, that.
You didn't write puppet down? Your new
did.
spell that you
I
took?
did. I just didn't print it out.
All right, hold on. I'll look it up in the middle of a fight.
I apologize.
All right, puppet. I think it has to be. A certain level of intelligence for you to
Probably.
puppet
I was just
it.
curious.
Let's see, puppet. Doesn't actually specify that it has to be an intelligent creature. It just needs to. It's gonna make an opposed spirit roll versus your arcane
Can I
roll.
see
Is
that?
it actually
though?
called? Oh, there it is.
Did you find it?
Sometimes it pays to persuade others to do your fighting for you. Some is by blatant mind control, others by manufacturing visual and auditory illusions.
Are you going to cast it?
So yeah, I'm gonna try it.
Are you going to
I
spend
just
points?
learned
or
that. Yeah,
are
I'm
you going
gonna spend
to
points
deal?
because it's attacking Gabe.
Okay.
Cute.
So I have not used this before. This is
You
a
just
spell.
learned it.
Yeah, that Rosaline just learned. She's been studying Hoyle's Book of Games, and she just learned it, and she doesn't really know what she's doing.
Sweet.
But she's just gonna, yeah.
You found intimations of it in Hoyle's book, and you've been intrigued by it since then, and you finally decoded
This
it.
is one I've been looking at since day one. Fun fact, outside of game, this is actually the spell I built my character around.
Here's the info if you wanna.
Thank you. All right, so spell casting.
What in the hell? It's a Carcajou!
I got a 4.
You got a 4? Okay, now it's going to make an opposed roll against that.
Yeah, it's a
so do you want to
spirit.
stick with that roll?
No, I kind of don't. I want to. Yeah, I'll use Curse Vanish.
All right.
Ah,
8.
8.
I'll take it.
You're sticking with that?
Better.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that.
All right, so it's going to make a spirit roll. Ooh,
How much spirit
Uh-oh.
it got?
I got D12 spirit.
Woo! Spirited.
Made of spirits. What's a
3,
three?
but I'm going to
Three.
go ahead and spend a piece of cursed Spanish gold here.
Oh, here we go.
4. That's better, but
Ah.
it's not good enough. I'll spend another piece of cursed Spanish
Come
gold.
Waste all
on.
that. Yeah, wasted all.
I'll just spend one more because I have so many back here.
Come on.
It's a 1.
It don't spirit so good.
One more, just one more. It's like once you start, you can't stop. That's a 1 again. Okay,
Woo!
not destined to happen.
Good job choosing those dice.
Aces, thank you.
So you now are you being at all careful to?
Yeah, I wouldn't. I
this is
would-
happening really fast.
Also, it's attacking game, so I
Yeah.
probably wouldn't. But I do have card sharp, right?
You do.
Which lowers it by 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So your spectral deck flies up into your hands. Your black cards ringed with green flame, and one of them kind of raises up out of your hand and just slices through the air like you tossed it towards the Carcajou, but it goes right for its head.
Oh,
The mercenary
mercenary
thing.
thing.
Big bits.
And you see the card just kind of settle on the back of the thing's head and just sort of sink into its flesh and disappear.
Fascinating.
You have puppeted the Carcajou.
Okay, so that means that I basically have control over it for,
Three
for
rounds?
3 rounds.
What?
Yeah, I want it. Wow, I
You
want
can
it,
make it kill itself,
I can.
apparently.
I want it to jump into the water and go under.
Okay, so you want it to drown itself in the creek.
But it does
It
get a
gets another
spirit roll.
spirit
Yeah, it
roll to
does.
resist doing that.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, so you cast the spell, and then you just think in your head as hard as you can that you want this Carcajou to jump into the water and drown itself. And it stiffens up, and all of a sudden it stops being this whirling tornado of death, and you guys can get a better look at it. And you see that its eyes are shaped strangely and have an oddly human appearance to them.
Ew.
And its large mouth shuts, and you can see its protruding teeth as it just sort of drools and turns to the side and leans into the water.
That's a 3.
That's a 3.
Don't laugh because.
I'll laugh at everything.
It's a 3 again! Oh, where are your
Laugh it
aces?
up.
Jordan's
One more.
like, I
Better
can't
one
believe
more.
I planned this fight.
Like 7 on this fight, guys.
Oh, yes, on a 12!
It's on a d12.
He aced, guys. He aced. So
Jordan
on
aced.
it.
I mean,
exclamation point
Whoa.
aced space.
I got
plus.
a 20.
I mean, he did try like 7 times.
In fairness,
we
I
used
tried
all
a
his
lot.
cursed Spanish gold to make that happen.
Yeah, we did.
So
At least we got that.
Well done.
it turns and
Nailed
just
it.
sort of like leans against the water, and then it starts to growl, and you can see like it's fighting something.
I'm also really
and then
concentrating.
it starts turning back towards all of you, but you still have it under control.
Okay.
Hand in your card.
Oh my god. I like puppet.
Pop it.
All right, next up is Gabriel Pryor.
Do it.
All right,
Do it.
so Gabe,
A mere moment ago, you were about to be eaten by this thing, and then it just turns and just heads for the edge of the boat.
and as soon as I see it turn back, I'm like, get off our boat, you son of a bitch! And I pull out my cane.
Your cane?
Yeah, and I like,
You
I'll
depress
imagine
the mechanism.
the way it works is I depress a mechanism and like a trigger and like a hammer like pop out of the whole thing, and the top like pops open because it's like a weird science item.
It is.
So like it's like, and then I want to fire at the.
So ow!
What the?
You're gonna fire at the Carcajou?
Yes,
Right.
I am.
All right. Well, you have a little room to do so, so you won't be at a penalty. You just need to roll a shooting roll, and
All
you
right.
need to not miss.
And my
Back in
shooting
the
is at a
1880s, the Transformers were
D6.
not cool.
No.
And then if I get a
Rifle
1
cane,
on my
ready.
shooting die, it
If you critically fail, your rifle cane, since it is a mad science device, will explode.
let's hope that doesn't
What are
happen.
the chances?
He did it.
Oh,
No.
All right, I got a 5.
5's enough to hit.
Yeah.
Roll damage, which I believe with your ridiculous cane is 2d8.
It's 2d8.
Yep.
It's
like a real
I'll just
rifle.
roll a 1d8 twice. Crazy life pro tip right there.
Takes double the time.
2 and 7.
9.
So yeah, that's a 9.
Okay. So you fire it directly into this thing's side after you shout out, "Get off our boat, you son of a bitch!" And the bullet, you can see it fire into the side of this thing, and it's like, it's so muscular and its skin is so tough that the bullet just kind of goes into the skin just a little bit and then lodges in the side of it, and you can hear the thing just growl this deep rumbling sound in its throat. That is not enough to clear its toughness.
Ah!
Wait. Does your... Oh, wait, hold on. Does your rifle cane have armor piercing?
I have no idea.
Oh.
You guys.
Oh, that means something for me.
I think it does. I think it does have armor piercing. So
Probably armor piercing 1.
What's your rifle
right?
have for armor piercing?
It actually, it doesn't say. I don't have that on
we
here,
have
but
the,
I'm pretty sure it's AP 1.
Okay, I think it has at least AP 1 on a rifle. So, you shake it.
Okay, great.
I know what I need.
It is definitely shook by having a bullet embedded in the outer layer of its skin. Also, it doesn't seem to be in control of any of its motor functions. Hand in your card.
It's all shook
Where
up.
do I?
Next up, Addie.
No.
She is piloting the boat, and she is immediately thrown off by this thing jumping on top of it. And she lets go of the controls, and the boat, moving along at a very good clip, starts to move towards the shore and is heading right for a bunch of overhanging trees.
Oh,
In a
damn.
way that's going to beat you guys. And she turns around, she says, "Oh, crap, hold on!" She's gonna make a boating roll to try and keep track of this
Gate,
thing.
help her.
She has a
Can I
D12 in boating.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Oh my.
You did this just to taunt us, didn't you?
All right, okay.
I didn't do it.
I like Rose, but like
She
if this girl
rolls
was
a
older.
9.
Oh, ouch.
She rolls a 9 and is able to regain control of the boat
Just kidding.
and move it back out into the middle of the creek. And she's looking back and she's like, can you handle that thing? Get it off the boat!
Can you handle that thing?
I have this under control, just keep it away from me.
Maybe if you didn't have that in your
Yeah, just.
Next up is the Carcajou.
Uh-oh.
So,
No, it's not.
yeah, it really doesn't even get to go, does it? You puppeted it.
Yes. Yes.
So,
Puppet.
it's done.
Puppet.
Puppet.
James
Puppet.
Boat.
Pupae,
Oh.
as it's pronounced.
Where did he pull that from?
Whoa!
I'm gonna gift that.
shot right.
With your rifle,
with
which
my
you
rifle.
did establish you were
Making notes.
cleaning.
Yeah.
Pull it out. Make your roll.
All right. Just
Let him do it.
Jimmy's got a gun.
That's a. I ain't moving.
You're not moving.
Ain't moving.
So although this is not my trademark weapon.
Not a
So that's a 9.
And ordinarily, now I forgot this on the train. Ordinarily, when you guys are on an unstable platform
Right.
and you're trying to fire, you would have a -2. But
Oh.
This is
Addie's
very
boat
stable.
is very stable. So no -2. However, next time you're fighting on top of a train, there will be an additional -2 that I forgot about.
Right.
Cool.
But not here. So you rolled a 9. Nope. Please don't indicate at my face with the point of a gun. Nope, not the butt either. Keep it away from my face. You rolled a 9.
Rolled a 9.
That is a hit with a raise. So
Great.
roll damage and add a d6 to it.
Excellent.
That's gotta kind of look weird on the camera layout.
I very much doubt that it does.
I got it.
All right.
Made it worse.
You made it
I
work.
got a 6.
We are feeling crazy today.
So 7, 11, 13.
24 hours.
13.
Damn it.
Okay, 13.
Made it worse. I know.
Now this thing is pretty tough.
Yeah.
It's pretty tough, but
Yeah.
it's not tough enough to resist that.
Great.
You have wounded it twice.
Nice. I've been wanting to use this rifle ever since I stole it from Johnny Carrington.
Johnny Carrington. So you take careful aim with your rifle as all this other stuff is going on. Even as the boat starts to careen off towards the shore, you still focus in on the Carcajou and you squeeze off a shot, and it goes right through the thing's side. And you can hear in its throat, it's like its mouth can't open, but you can hear it make some sort of yelping noise in its throat. And it seems to be in significant pain. Hand in your card, James Bogue. Hal Melton, you're up next.
I'm gonna charge it, and I'm gonna do a called shot to the closest leg.
The closest leg.
Yeah.
Okay.
So a limb.
So
You
you're
don't like
gonna
hit it with your fist, like punch its leg?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna punch it
In the leg.
in the leg.
Okay, called shot to the leg is going to be at a -2.
Okay, cool. I figure it's a leaping sort of thing. Might as well get rid of the leaping part and then just toss it over.
You just making one punch?
No, I'll be doing 2, but I have two-handed.
Two-fisted.
Two-fisted. That's
So your first attack's going to be at a -2, your second at a -4, because you're making a called shot.
right. Yes.
Okay.
Ace. That's an ace.
That's an ace.
Woo!
So that's a 9.
-2.
D12
so
fighting,
7.
man.
7. So you run up
He
and
great.
try and punch this thing right in the leg, but at the same time, Bogue's rifle shot goes right into it and moves it slightly to the side, and your punch whiffs.
What?
But your second one, now that you have it within your sights,
Is that because of toughness?
that's because of parry.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Tyler
Right.
Perry. Tyler's
Medea's
behind
boating trip movie.
You ace.
Ace.
That's another 9.
-4 this time.
Right.
Which is a 5.
Yeah.
So this time you slam into it with your other fist, and this thing is so muscular that it's almost like hitting a wall. Like you feel your hand just kind of rebound off of it. It doesn't quite hurt like that, but this thing is way tougher than you were expecting it to be. It's way more resistant. And you can hear this just deep rumbling growl in its throat, but it still doesn't seem to be able to turn to face you.
It's so muscular.
Hand in your card.
Okay.
Thank you. Where did the rest of the cards go? Here they are. James Bogue.
Yeah,
Would you care for a card?
sure.
Careful,
How about a King of Hearts?
Okay.
Ooh,
Very
baby.
good.
Hal Melton.
Yeah.
How about a King of Clubs?
Ooh,
fancy.
Rosaline Byrne.
Yeah, King boy.
King of Spades.
Whoa,
Whoa, king time!
Get a king, get a king.
I think one
Four
king was already out,
clubs.
so
For the Carcajou.
got a 4.
7 of Hearts. For Addie, Queen of Diamonds.
Wow.
Diamonds.
Who has the King of Spades?
No.
I do. Oh wait, no, I have 4.
I have club.
You're
What do
up
I have?
first.
I have spades. All right. Well, so.
This is round 2 of Puppet.
What? If I wanted to cast another spell, would I don't know that I've done that before.
You'd be at a -1 to cast the second spell. For every spell
Okay.
you're maintaining, you're
Can
at
I
a
try to
cumulative -1.
get it to drown itself again?
Yes. Are you then going to do something else?
I know. If I can get it to do that, I'm not going to do anything else yet.
Well, yeah, but if you...
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm saying I'm not going to do it on this turn.
Yes, you can try and get it to drown again.
So I concentrate.
And you're just standing there after having flung this card that's sunk into the back of its skull, and you're just kind of frozen, focused on it. As Addie is trying desperately to like rewrite the boat, but you're just focused on this thing. And again, it turns for the side of the boat. Damn it. And it's now at a -2 because it has 2 wounds. That's a 5.
3.
Wait, what?
It needs to be a opposed
So
roll,
minus
right?
5 total. It's against her arcane spellcasting roll, and I will look this up for next time, but I believe that's against the first roll that she made when she made Puppet,
Oh.
which was
an
an 8.
8, yeah.
So, the wounded Carcajou very stiltedly turns back around and kind of walks over to the edge of the boat, and then making this really high-pitched whining sound in its throat, walks off the boat and into the creek, and disappears beneath the water. Now, Rosaline, are you continuing to focus on this?
Yeah, because I don't know how this is going to work.
Everyone hand in your cards.
That was
Oh, shit!
All right.
Oh, shit!
Looking back at the Carcajou, is it gone? Did you get it off the boat?
I'm so concentrating.
Looks like it got itself off the boat.
You guys are looking back at this thing, and you can see its body is trying to break the surface of the water, but you can actually see it kicking to keep itself below the surface of the water. And then its thrashing starts to still, and as the boat continues to move away from it in the distance, you see the Carcajou just go limp, and its body float in the creek and gently kind of float over to the side as you guys turn a bend in the creek.
I think Rosaline feels a little weird.
What happened to that thing? Did somebody kick it off the boat?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. Someone
know.
kicked it off the boat.
It lost its footing and slid into the water. And doesn't seem like the Carcajou swam as well as it thought it could.
Whew, I didn't realize they weren't good at swimming. That was lucky. Those things are vicious.
Quite lucky, yes. How many of those are there in this area?
Well, I think it's just the one. They tend to, they're hungry. They tend to live alone.
Well, it's just the nun now, then I believe.
What's your 2% wrong about that, too?
Whew. Folks, I apologize. I feel terrible about that. I assured you all that that thing was hibernating. I was positive it was, but turns out that they maybe don't hibernate as much as I thought they did, but don't you worry. I'll keep us squarely in the middle of the creek. Nothing's gonna bother us for the rest of the time. And she kind of pulls on another lever, and this kind of grate sort of raises up on the side of the boat, whereas before it was open. Now there's some sort of like ledge around the side of it that will keep you guys in and keep any leaping carcajous from being able to make it as easily onto the boat. There, that should help. Become a 29.
Thank
you very much for the tip.
For the 10.
Thank you for the tip.
I'll put a little more speed on her. I think I can push her a little bit further, even in this ice.
All right,
I apologize for that. I'll get you there even faster.
it's all right. We took care
No,
of
those
that.
letters of reference are really important to me.
You'll get them.
She keeps going.
Rosaline's just a little
Rose.
like,
Rose, what did you do to that thing?
well, I found a new thing I can do. Never tried it before, but
You can make monsters drown themselves.
it seems that is what I did, yes.
Well, that's a mite more than seeing through some stranger's eyes.
Yes, it is a little bit more than that. I mean, it saved us, didn't it?
It sure did. I can't say I mind it.
I think I'll need to try it out a bit more and figure it out a bit more. I mean, it was an animal that attacked us, so we took care of it.
Did
but
you guys
no,
have that first
yes.
part of the conversation quietly off to the
Yes.
side, just
Yes.
the two of you?
Yeah, I don't think that.
Well, these two are staring daggers at you like they have been sitting here doing this whole time.
Now, wait. Someone explain something to me. Is your walking stick a gun?
He's still
How? How else was I supposed to get weapons into Denver?
we got
That
to
is one
protect
heck of a cane.
ourselves somehow.
Oh, well, look, sometimes a gentleman needs a certain level of protection that cannot be managed by their fists alone.
No, it's mighty clever. I just surprised me, is all.
Do you have something to say, James?
He just kind of looks a little sad almost, and then he goes back to the back of the boat and continues cleaning his.
Papa's still bummed about us making fun of him and his kid.
That's probably what it is. You're right.
So you guys continue up the creek, really. And every now and then, Adelaide will call out a warning, letting you know to steady the horses.
It's off to the side
Because you
now. I
guys
think
are about to go over a small
better.
falls.
It's a
Oh.
bit.
What?
Just very small, like creek falls. Not like falls, but like a falls.
Kind of like beginning of Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh, yeah.
No.
No,
No.
you're
Nope.
wrong.
More like the
More like the middle of Pirates of the Caribbean.
yeah, like the middle of Pirates of the Caribbean. For everyone's been to Disneyland, right?
You know.
So you guys are continuing on,
Disneyland
and
on us!
you'll have to steady the horses from time to time.
Sure.
We're going to Disneyland.
But her boat manages to keep everything relatively stable and make it the rest of the way up the creek. Now, you guys start going towards what looks like a rockier, more mountainous area, and the river is actually starting to flow. So you're heading against the current, and it's coming down from a slope now, so your pace kind of slows down. It's getting on towards evening at this point. You guys have spent most of the day on the boat. She's like, we're nearing the end of the creek now. It's going to continue up onto that plateau, but I didn't think you're not going all the way to the end, right? You said your friends were going to meet you somewhere out here. Now there's mostly plains out that way until you hit the Rockies, and then Denver back north.
Well, if you wouldn't mind going a little bit further, I don't think it would. I think it would behoove all of us to just see what Cherry Creek has to offer.
Sure. All right. It might slow things down just a bit. I'm gonna have to be going uphill and against the current and against the ice.
Well, we have complete faith in your ability to pilot this wonderful pontoon craft. Not a pontoon craft.
Nope. She just kind of looks at you strangely. Yep. And it does slow down as you guys start heading up into this canyon, and you can hear and feel the vibrations as the engines of the boat seem to be fighting against all of the forces working against it. But it does eventually sort of crest a little bit of a small rise, and she kind of steers it over to the side and throws out a rope around a stump and says, "Listen, I'd love to take you further, but I don't know if I can make it all the way up the plateau. Here's probably where things are gonna have to stop."
Well, we made quite a good time.
I told you I would get you here in less than half the time it took you to make it all the way here on your horses. And
Daddy, we're
stood by
quite
that.
impressed.
Now, would it be possible to schedule a ride back? How does that work?
What? Absolutely. When will you be needing one? In an hour or so?
No, we were going to be here for a few days. We don't.
A few days?
Now, how? I think we may be assuming a little much with that. Look,
Maybe it's
Addie.
best not to do that.
if we provide you with a little extra money and a promise that we will spread the good word of your touring company
And write letters of reference.
and as many letters of reference as you would like,
All right.
could you perhaps stay in the area for the next day?
Well,
If we aren't back, we can find our way on our own.
seeing as how I accidentally got you all attacked by a carcajou, say it's only fair, I can actually hole up in the horse containment unit, so should be safe enough for me. I've got provisions and I'm well stocked, so yeah, I could stay for a day or so.
I think we'd
remain
highly
here?
appreciate that.
We would.
Right
All right.
here is
Yes,
fine.
right
yeah,
here.
right here is
I
fine.
can do that. Well, now, if you don't mind, just in case you skip out on me or something bad happens to you, I would have to insist on getting my $5 here and now.
Right.
Seems
That's,
fair.
At
I
least
think
for the
that's
ride this
entirely
way.
reasonable.
yes,
All right.
completely fair.
She puts out her hand and kind of puffs up her chest. You can tell that since you are her first customers, this is an important moment for her. Well, that'll be $5.
We make a show of giving her $5.
Gabriel makes a show of giving her $5.
I tip her an extra $1.
Whoa.
This ain't. It's only $5.
Well, I know it's a something extra just for you. You know, a young lady starting her own business. Feel like you could use the money.
Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And she folds it up and she heads back to.
Bo, do you feel like giving any extra? We know you enjoy giving money to young children.
Well, what's he mean by that?
You
Oh
gotta
yeah,
stop teasing him, Gabe.
yeah. He
He's
might
gonna
kill
shoot
you.
you.
He might really kill you.
I flip a quarter.
She misses it and it kind of rolls around on the boat and rolls like it's gonna go off to the side. So she chases after it and grabs it. Thanks. Could have just handed it to me. Thank you, though.
Whoa. I feel that was aggressive. That's what I think.
And she kind of disappears into the horse area, and you hear her rattling around with something. Says, "All right, will you be needing the horses now, or shall I look after them too?"
No, I assume we'll need the horses.
We'll take them. Yes.
All right. So she helps you kind of lead the horses off. She pulls the boat even further over so that they can just step off onto the
Gussie's still
side.
there.
Gussie is still there.
hasn't
She had
jumped off the
nowhere to
boat.
go.
She's already on the shore.
Yeah, she didn't have her scuba gear with her. So yeah, Gussie and Dot are able to get off onto the banks. All right, well, I'll wait here. How long shall I wait?
Tell you what, if we're not back in 2 days, you head on back. Is that too long to ask?
I think I can manage 2 days. I'll keep myself entertained somehow. I can probably do some tinkering on the boat. But if you think of a good name for it on the way back, let me know, because still needs one.
Sure.
Sure, we can do that.
Here, teach yourself to play this. And I pull out my harmonica that I've had the entire time, and I hand it to Addie.
Okay. Sure. Yeah, it's something. Thank you, mister. Kind of just holds it at her side. All right, well, good luck. Hope you find your friends.
Thank you.
All right. And you guys take off on the horses away from the boat?
Yes.
Okay, now.
I am going to run to the bathroom real quick.
Okay, cool, because I'm going to set the scene here.
This is the most important
So you
part.
guys are
Go ahead.
a bit up on a rise. So you're in sort of a rocky canyon-esque area. and that continues on south to rise up into a plateau that kind of spans the area in front of you. You can see the river seems to run down from that plateau, but that's a ways off in the distance to the south. Looking out to the west, you can see the distant Rockies, but down below you, you can see grassy plains. Just grassy plains as far as you can see before the Rockies. Everyone make a notice roll for me.
Ooh, my.
And someone make one for Gabe.
He's peeing, so he fails.
Ace! I got a 10. Hold on, what's his notice? 8. What's all his dice?
They're right there on top of this.
Oh, right, yes. Of course they are. You got
Oh,
It's an 8, right?
He
Not a
critically
10?
failed.
Was it a D10 or a D8?
It's a D8, so I rolled the wrong die.
Okay, I'll let you roll a D8 instead of that D10.
I think he would be very mad at me.
Yeah, he'd be real mad if you critically failed his roll. He rolled a 2. Good, that's not critical. Wow, a 1 and a 2.
You're blind. Welcome back.
Hey, sorry. A bunch of bugs flew in your eye while you were in the bathroom, and you're functionally blind now. So what does everyone roll? Except for Gabe, I know what he rolled.
7.
My.
7?
7.
7.
I rolled a 4.
4.
Wait.
Okay.
I thought you aced.
I thought I did too. I did. I rolled a 10.
Does that change anything?
It does. All right.
I can't keep track. I'm rolling for 2 people.
So you two kind of look
You're
out.
pregnant?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Her name is Claire.
Not canon. None of that's canon. You guys look out towards the Rockies, both of you.
Yeah.
And you can see a ways down where the land.
Does that?
Dirk
Who do you think
Portly.
that reroll's going to?
Dirk Portly, thank you for the resub.
He can't. Wait, well, I guess he can hear
He's
you.
resubbing while he's pooping, you guys. Come on.
So down a ways.
Classy.
How do you like that roll? Oh, you're in here.
Thanks,
now.
Dirk Portly.
You got a 2 on your notice.
Who do you want your piece of cursed Spanish
Because
gold
I
to go
fucked
to?
up. You almost had a critical fail.
Rose.
Hey,
She's gonna need it.
Dirk Portly wants a piece of cursed Spanish gold to go to you, Rosalie.
Thank you,
Kind stranger.
Thanks, Dirk Portly. For those of you who don't know, that's Jordan Pridgen. Anyways,
Rose needs it currently.
you guys looking out down towards down the west,
Megan needs it.
where the land moves from Rocky Canyon to grassy plains. It looks like out just a ways there seems to be some sort of small wooden object, just kind of stuck in the ground. You see that, but Rosaline, from your vantage point, just behind James, over his shoulder, you're not as distracted by the view of what's immediately in front of you. You can see a little bit further, and you catch sight of what you can't quite tell from this distance. It's very far away. Past out the grass and the land starts to kind of dip and roll. You think you see off in the distance the very tip of what looks like the spire of a house or a structure of some kind. You're not sure though.
It looks like there might be a building out that way. You all see it?
You guys can't. You don't see what it is she's indicating.
I see some sort of wooden hut or something. I don't see a building.
I
Much
swallowed
smaller
a
than
bug.
I see.
Something sticking out of the ground.
I see an
Keep your mouth
I
outhouse.
saw someone say that in
I don't
chat,
think it's a
so.
building.
Well,
There's something wood.
It's really
sticking
far
out
away.
there.
I can't
Okay.
make heads or tails
No,
of it.
there's some smaller wooden object, but beyond that, it looks like there might be a structure.
All right. Let's go.
So what are you guys doing? Are you heading down that way?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's not quite sunset at this point, but the sun will be going down relatively soon. So you guys are heading out, and eventually you leave the sound of Cherry Creek behind you, and you move down into the grassy plains. And as you're walking down there on the horses, as you get closer, you're heading for that small wooden object. You get closer to it, and you start to see it appears to be a sign or a placard or something that's been
an
stuck in the
outhouse
ground.
or something?
It's not an outhouse. 100% not an outhouse.
Anything could be an outhouse if you believe it to be.
Yeah, I mean,
Can't argue with that.
That's true.
But this one was not meant to be an outhouse. Looks like a sign or placard of some
I
kind.
hope someone quotes that, though.
If you believe.
Anything can be an outhouse if you believe it to be. Howell, Garav, Galati. Melton.
Howell and Garav.
Howlin' bowels.
Okay. All
Bowel
right.
Mountain.
Is everyone okay?
I'll write up next to
That's
it.
okay?
Howlin' Bowel Mountain.
I walk out for 1 minute and everyone gets drunk.
Well,
Gets
Dirk
drunk.
Portly comes in and resubs.
Yeah. Okay. So you're heading towards the sign?
Yeah.
Or placard or whatnot?
14, man.
Yeah.
Okay. So you get close enough to read it. And it looks like a relatively new sign. And there is some painted lettering on it, very meticulously painted, that says, private property, keep out, landmines.
Landmine.
That says landmines, does it?
Is
we know
landmine
what
something we would
landmines
know
are?
about?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. They were used in the war. So you at least would be
okay.
very familiar
Yeah.
with them. I mean, you guys would have heard about
Sure.
you would have read the atrocities that were perpetrated on both sides during the war in the paper. I assume you read the paper
Oh, yeah.
from time to time.
Do you know
Well-
how to get around those?
Everyone make another notice roll, except for Rosalie.
Oh,
What am I doing?
you too giggly.
I got a 6.
That's a 6.
Gabe got a 6.
9.
7.
So you guys are looking around.
Those nines.
James, now that you're a little bit closer, and now that Rosaline pointed it out to you earlier, you can see way off in the distance in the tall grass what does look like maybe the top of a house or some sort of structure.
Looks like an outhouse for sure.
You don't see it.
Okay.
And make sure not to tell Howell. If there is indeed mines out here, this is not a place we want to be traversing, especially at night.
Do I see the house too?
No.
Well,
Well,
However, Howell, make a smarts roll.
Smart. Okay.
Gussie's real good at sniffing out
And Gabe, you
mines.
could too, actually.
sure.
I got a 4.
Ooh,
Ace, double
ace.
ace.
8 and a 6.
Ace on a 6 and ace on an 8.
Oh my god, you did it again!
Double,
Holy shit!
double ace.
It's going off, baby.
Double ace.
We've stolen all of your aces.
That's a triple ace on
Triple
the
ace on the
6.
wild die.
So that's 3 6s and a 3.
So that's
luck
a
with that
21.
which is,
But
And that's a
16.
25.
yeah, 16.
So
plus-
25.
Yeah, 25.
just a
Damn.
25.
Okay.
I'm smart. I make good think.
So Hal,
sees all the numbers.
you're looking at all this, and you're like looking up at the creek, and you're looking down here. You can still kind of hear the creek off in the distance, and you're looking down here. You're kind of looking around, and Gabe, you realize this perfectly seems to be the area those gentlemen were talking about when, like, just based on what they described. This is it, 100%. This is where they saw those people. And Hal, you're like, something seems, yes, maybe this place.
Well, I think this is what we're looking for. If anything makes people not want to go around here, it would be that they think there's landmines around.
Yeah, I guess they got rid of the women holding shotguns, just put something else down.
That's what it is. This sounds like the place that they described where they saw those women. You remember?
Oh, right. Yeah, this is it. Yep.
Well,
This is the spot.
how are we supposed to get past some landmines?
Well, first, let's examine the assumption that there are actually landmines here.
It's true.
Throw a rock? Does that work?
Whoa.
Well, that would certainly announce our presence if there are landmines.
right.
If only we had a rented mule, we could run through the place ahead of us.
What? That's horrible. Why would you do
What?
such a thing?
No, I'm not saying that's something I would actually do.
Oh,
I'm just saying it'd be useful if it was an option.
What time is it?
You still have maybe an hour or so of daylight left.
And could we get to Enterprise rent a mule before sundown?
No, I'm sorry. There was only one location of that, and it is now underground
okay.
and burning.
Jeffrey
You're
was a
right.
big jerk,
So it's still open for business.
Jeffrey's dead.
I know.
Yeah, well, it couldn't happen to a nicer guy.
You'd say it was a big jerk.
He was one of those frozen corpses that haunts Howell's nightmares.
That's true.
Oh, he was.
Yeah.
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 Brutal.
We may want to reconnoiter the area, see if this perimeter if there is some area that is not landmine prone.
Look, all I'm saying is if I wanted strangers not to wander amongst my area, I would put up a sign that says there are landmines.
Is this a fenced-in area?
No.
No? Okay.
But this sign is sort of at the edge of where the grass begins to get taller.
Look, Bogue, you served in the war. Surely there's got to be some way you can search or have some idea if these were set down.
And just to be clear, when I say taller, I mean like hip to shoulder height. Plains grass is what we're talking about here. It's not like
see much over
1
it.
inch to 2 inches. Yeah,
No.
that's why everyone else is having such a hard time seeing the structure that you guys are seeing. With the lay of the land the way it is and the grass as tall as it is, it's very hard to catch sight of.
All I have to say is, between this sign and the grass, people don't want us to find whatever is over here.
I think that's a good sign that whatever's here is worth finding.
Sure, but going through this grass is going to make finding mines extremely difficult.
I still think we are all working under the assumption the mines are real. All people have to do is suggest that there are mines in the area, and it stops people
All
from
right,
even
well, you
wandering
go
into this
first
grass.
and start looking for mines.
It's a dangerous bluff to call, Gabe.
How expensive are mines? How easy are they to come by?
Well, if they were in the war, they could probably get them relatively easily. I don't imagine people are just willy-nilly selling mines, though. You could build a mine, though.
Look, my first instinct is if there was someone living here, they are not living amongst a minefield. Or if they are, they have found a path throughout this.
That's
this-
what I'm saying. We look around the area to see if there's a path that leads through the minefield.
Well, I don't know why we're arguing about this then.
This is again you arguing with me when we already agree on what to do.
Well,
You all seem to just like to argue, don't you? You're saying the same thing.
I have to admit I have something of a penchant for a good argument.
Yes, well, that we know.
I'll bring Dot around and start. I'll just tell her now. Just tread lightly, Dot.
How attached are you to your horse, Bub? Never mind. Forget I asked.
As you ask that question, you again feel that sort of like ethereal tightening sensation, just the slightest bit.
Oh.
So you're riding slightly into the grass, or you're
No,
riding around the edge?
Around
of
the
it?
edge.
Okay, going which direction? Further south or north back Denver way?
South.
South. Okay.
Yeah.
So riding further south, the grass it continues out into a flatter plain heading south before the land starts to slope up into more of like the plateau area that the Cherry Creek is coming down from.
Mm-hmm.
So there's not a whole lot of that tall grass, and you can actually see it sort of curves off before dying when the ground becomes rockier and you start seeing more boulders and the elevation changes.
Okay.
So you can ride around the edge of that. You wouldn't want to ride the whole way. You can see where it ends.
Okay. I don't know.
The tall grass definitely has a southernmost barrier,
Right.
basically. It ends.
But it ends into the sort of plateaued area, right?
Mhm.
So it's
Goes up
there's
into
another kind
elevation.
of natural
Mhm.
sort of end here. So there's, from what I can tell, there's no entrance or anything like that this way. It looks like it continues out. Can I still see the building? The top. of
Not
the
from
building?
everywhere.
Yeah.
Every now and then you'll catch glimpses of what looks like maybe some sort of spire or just the very tip of a roof. It's very hard to keep an eye on, and it keeps disappearing from view when the grass waves or when the elevation changes.
I know of a way we could actually get over this, but it would mean we'd have to go back to Denver first.
What, you got some flying shoes or something?
Really, that's the first thing you went for? As a matter of fact, I do.
There's no such thing as flying shoes. I was making that up.
Well, you do remember that fellow who flew into the train that we got blown off of, right?
I saw something go on the train. I don't know if it was a fella or something, but
Well, it seems to be, and yes, there seem to be some boots that allow you to fly up to 50 feet, something like that. 500, I don't remember.
It's 300 yards.
300 yards.
Your
That's
pace
it.
becomes 50 when you are
That's
wearing the
what-
boots.
That's what I was thinking of. Yes, and a helmet on top of that, and a pamphlet to help you figure out what the hell you're doing with these.
That'd be Professor Featherweiser's mnemonic learnerizing pamphlet piloting edition.
If we're going to be using those sort of scientific items, I almost would rather take my luck with a minefield.
It's probably about the same. That's quite true.
Is there a
It might even be better to do the mines.
is there a trail leading up this plateau where we could like go up and then
Climb
look
over?
down?
This, I mean, not an easy one that would be something you could get up to easily with the horses. It would take you a good deal of fairly treacherous climbing to get up there.
So you went one direction, right? And what about the other direction?
We could
Like
go.
skirting
Heading back
the...
towards Denver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The grass continues on for like it goes out in many different directions, but you're almost positive, the two of you, since you've seen glimpses of this building, that this sign is in some way related to the structure back there, whatever it may be.
How far around do you think they'd put these mines? I mean, there's got to be a way through.
I'm telling you, I don't think the mines are real.
Well,
You keep
There
saying
wasn't
that,
even
but
much war going on in this area.
There's not, but we can't risk sending one of us through and just hoping they don't explode, if that's what you're
That's exactly what
suggesting.
they want us not to be willing to risk.
I agree, but I'm not risking our lives for that.
How confident are you feeling, Gabriel?
I'm feeling pretty damn confident.
Yeah, I bet you are. Overconfidence is one of your hindrances, yeah?
All right. Let's do this. Gabe just starts walking.
Gabriel Pryor! What the hell are you doing?
Okay.
You can't.
I'm not trusting a damn sign that says not to come through an area.
If you explode, I'm going to kill you.
You won't have to worry about it if I explode.
Please quote that. So Gabriel turns and just strides into the grass, and you guys can
I
just...
swear to God, Edmund Fletcher, you come back here right now.
I don't go by that name anymore. Also, by the way, this is totally me channeling Gideon Longfellow, my first saving throw character,
Okay.
who was constantly strapped with explosives.
Have you guys ever heard the name Edmund Fletcher before?
Oh no,
think so.
really? I don't know.
You only say it when you like want to get to me.
Yes, I do.
Thank you
It
so
was
much.
Emperor Riptide all along.
So Gabriel just goes walking off into this grass, and you can see like he's just trudging through it up to his hips, and as he keeps going, it starts to go up higher, and you can see him making his way through it.
No,
And
Gabe,
he's just walking towards that direction, and then you get probably 50 feet out, and then you turn around, and he maybe just indicates to you all,
I'm gonna march after him just along the path he was on and get in front of him and throw a knife off into the distance into the ground.
angrily?
Yeah.
Are you just lobbing a knife like out into the
Yes.
grass?
See?
Rose, if you want to waste your knives, I
have to
assure
do it
you
to
we could
save
probably
your
get some money off of them.
Goddamn life, then I will waste my knives.
There aren't any mines. There are no mines. It is simply a trick
I'm
that
not
they have
gonna
put
risk
out.
your life
Lost
for
the,
that.
I'm not risking my life. There aren't mines.
You are clearly risking your life.
So you guys see them having this screaming fight out in the grass, and at one you can't hear quite what they're saying. You can make out most of it. And at one point, Rose just takes a knife and just throws it off into the grass.
I should have came alone.
And as she does that, nothing happens. She just throws a knife out.
Well,
into
what
the
do you
grass.
know? Another knife is wasted. You want me to go get it? I'm not worried about stepping on a mine as I go.
I will get it. If we.
I'll just continue to watch him like trudge through here and then just like.
We're like up to our necks in grass by now.
Yeah, you can't really see easily around. Like you're having to like fight through it, and you're losing visibility. But at this point, both of you are just stubborn enough, I think, to just continue on towards the knife.
Yeah.
No, I'll get the knife. Please stay here. I wouldn't want you to step on a
And we're both
landmine that doesn't
sitting on
exist.
Gussie and Dot, and just watching them do this.
Are you kidding? You're still going forward. I'm just gonna follow.
Should we do something? Or
No, let this play out.
What about the
They're
land
getting a ways
mines?
away from you at this point.
I really
Are we going
land
towards
mines.
the house at least?
Well, you tell me, because he has no idea where the house
he
is.
doesn't. If you're gonna do this, then at least go that direction.
Well, all right. I don't know where I'm going. I just know that there's not landmines in my way.
Well, you know what? If you're going to die, then I'm gonna follow you into it. I'm gonna stay in this world without you if you're gonna just kill yourself this way.
Well, then forward we go.
Follow right behind.
I'm gonna throw another
And I'll-
knife off in front of
I'll
him.
just go.
You're wasting your knives, Rose.
Well, I'm
I'll
trying to
take
save your
that.
goddamn life, aren't I?
I'll take Dot and just follow the path that they am trudging through this grass.
It's gotten kind of zigzaggy because we're chasing knives that Rose
Yeah,
keeps
sure.
throwing.
But she's keeping them heading in the general direction of the house. So
Nothing's
you're following
exploding.
their path.
I'm following their path.
Nothing's exploded so far. How are you doing?
I'm gonna look around, and then before I walk into the grass with Gussie, I'm gonna just lean over and say, "All right, Gussie, I know you like to wander, but this is the one time I think you should just go where I'm pointing."
Do I hear him say that?
No, you're way far away. You're in a shouting.
What's that? Well, you just hear me be like, oh, no goddamn landmines!
Howell, make a writing roll.
Every time I say goddamn dough, I'm also like,
It's almost like, like you're wearing an invisible dog collar.
yeah, I just feel tiny like,
You got a 5?
Yeah.
Okay. Gussie, you kind of spur her on and you're trying to follow after Dot, and you can feel Gussie like starting to turn every way, but every time she does, very gently, you guide her back onto the path. And she seems to be in the mood to listen to you.
All right.
Maybe the boat made her a bit more docile.
All right. More boats for Gussie.
So you guys are following the trail that the shouting couple are leaving. And every now and then you just see a knife go lancing through the air in front of you.
I do want to try to collect them as we come back.
Sure. You're heading toward. I imagine you're throwing them in the direction
Yes.
of the house to like kind of mark your path forward.
and I'm just like, as far as I can tell, the only danger here is falling knives or stab people in their heads.
Then we'll get the enemy before they get you, won't we?
So you guys are continuing on that way. And you've gone like several hundred yards at this point without anything happening.
I'm definitely staying fairly far back.
You don't want to get hit by a flying knife.
No.
But
going the
every
other
now and then you catch sight of them or see a knife go out. You can definitely hear them, and you're staying by them. And you guys continue on. So Rosaline, you're pretty sure you're still heading towards that, and James, you've seen it as well, so you're also heading that way. Everyone make a notice roll for me.
I got a 4.
I got a 2.
I got a 6.
I got a 7.
Okay, 4, 6, and 7. So you're just mad. You're like, you see red and you just hear your blood rushing in your ears.
See knives.
You guys hear like the sound of like just plains animal, every now and then a bird and like some sort of like crickets and whatnot. But every now and then you hear a slightly different sound, like some sort of like larger insect-like sound in the grass from time to time. And as far as you can tell, you're just walking through a patch of insects or something.
Funny seeing insects that are so active this time of year.
Who rolled the highest?
I did.
Okay, so Howell, as you're walking behind them, you see something strange as you're trying to keep an eye on the path of the quarreling lovers. You see some sort of like red fist-sized thing just leap up out of the grass and then back into the grass very, very quickly.
Bogue? You see that?
No.
But you can hear it. It's getting louder, and then all of a sudden you do see one, Bogue. You see one jumping up out of the grass, and then another one, and you can see them coming in from all the way around you. These huge fist-sized jumping insects of some kind seem to be zeroing in on your location.
We might want to ride.
What about
Everyone can see them now.
what about them?
We're gonna get him.
Let's go.
Oh, it seems the bugs don't mind worrying about the landmines.
All right.
Bugs are like, there aren't landmines here. We knew that.
So you guys are back here on your horses,
Oh, goody.
and you guys are walking up here.
I want to initiate a test of wills with the giant jumping bugs.
Oh, we're in combat.
I can do test of wills in combat.
Oh my god.
Dimes. Oh, that one rolled away.
That one's
okay.
gone. That time
Got
left.
more.
I guess you guys can't see that, but
All right.
he threw a bug down. It rolled away.
Oh, I didn't. You know what? Just for that.
No.
Evil. Evil.
James Bogue, Queen of
Yes.
Clubs. Hal Melton. That's a red 2.
Yes.
Happened.
You did it.
Joker's Wild, everybody. Have a fate chip.
Yeah.
James Bogue. Come on.
This is our chance, guys.
Get it.
White.
Yeah. Although we
Come on,
only
man.
have till the end of the session to use it,
We got time.
White.
right? Isn't that right?
What does a legend fate do?
Several things.
Real
A
thing.
whole bunch of things for a blessed, actually.
Teaches you boating.
Oh, there you
All right,
Real
got it.
through it.
Okay, I'm gonna do some quick
So you
PDF lookup of
Sure,
the
do
divine
that.
intervention
Do that.
stuff
You
I
can
can
use
do.
it as a blue fate chip but it adds a +2 in addition to the effects of the blue fate chip. Or you can use it to re-roll any roll that I make, or that you make, any kind of roll.
Whoa.
Rosaline? 3
Ow,
diamonds.
I don't like it.
Gabriel Pryor. And
5 of hearts.
the insects also get a joker.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh,
They
man.
drew 2 as well.
Is not okay.
Shit.
Give us a fake chip.
Yeah, give us the fate chip for that.
No.
No.
All right, so Howell, with the joker, you can go at any point. And you can interrupt anyone's action for free, but so can they.
Can this be an endless loop of interruption?
Oh no.
Can I use this card?
What a
now?
time to
What
get the
is it?
legend
This
chip.
is inspiration.
Okay.
Friendly characters, including me, add +2 to all trait rolls for the rest of this round.
I think now would be a good time to use that. So how would you inspire everyone as all of these insects start jumping in through the grass towards them?
Yeah.
Raid.
Raid. I don't know. I'm not an inspiring fella.
You guys are probably closer to that structure at this point than you are to getting out of the grass.
Yeah. I'll yell out. Rosie horse maneuver alpha.
You all know what that means.
Yep.
They're
Yep.
going to do something that you don't understand. But you're all kind of emboldened by James taking the initiative and the lead and keeping a
just
cool
go, "Yeah!"
head in this. And he starts riding forward, so you all feel inspired by his bravery. So you're all going to get a +2 on your trait rolls for the rest of this round. That means you're going to get a +4 to your attacks this round. All right, so
punching bugs that
they're going to
are-
try and go first. They're going to go first.
Okay. A quick question.
Yeah.
What is the movement of a horse?
Of a horse. I believe it is pace 8, but they have a higher running die. Let's see. Yes, a pace of 10, and they have a D8 when they're running.
Pace of 10, D8 when they're running.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Yeah, go for it.
All right, so they're going first. Okay, so they start jumping in here. So you two are on horses back here. This one's gonna come just leaping. You can see it just leaping through the grass towards you, like up and down, and it leaps right at your face, Howell.
Okay.
All right, and it's going to try and attack you.
You gonna be okay?
Is it just one or is it a swarm?
It's just one.
Oh.
These are big. These are like
Right.
bigger than your fist.
Oh.
It got a 10.
Good.
What's your parry?
It's 8.
8. Okay. Whew. Just because. I'm gonna add a d6 to that.
Whoa.
Guys, if someone dies, I could do something cool.
It got a 13. And what's your parry?
That's all I'm
8.
saying.
8. Okay, so this is a hit with a raise.
Okay.
So here's what happens.
Okay.
This thing starts leaping through the grass, and it comes jumping up at your face.
Cool.
And you are totally caught off guard by this, and it seems to have these 2 long hooked appendages on the front of it, and it latches onto your chin. And what it does is it pulls your lips down and crawls inside of your mouth.
Oh my god!
And you can
undo!
feel it. You can feel it crawling down your throat.
Control C,
And you feel this thing just making its way down your throat, and everything in you is trying to vomit it out, but it's pushing its way down your throat and into your insides.
Why did I let this
So
happen?
this one is inside of you, Howell Melton.
Did we save before we went in here?
No, you did not.
Oh my god!
James.
Yeah.
This one's gonna come leaping at you.
Great.
Wait, I'm gonna go now then.
You want to interrupt them?
Yeah.
I think since they also have a joker, I'm gonna say this would just be like
Oh,
trying
right,
to do
yeah,
a held
okay.
action. So make an agility roll.
Wait, help action for what?
Actually, hold on, because it would do damage first as well.
Right, I was gonna say, do I soak this? How do I do that? Is this unsoakable?
Hold on.
You'll be fine. It's fine. I'll shoot it out. Trust me.
Open your mouth.
Yeah.
Okay. No, it's not unsoakable. Not the damage.
Oh boy.
That's an ace!
D4.
Son of a...
Holy crap!
5.
He aced.
5.
Add another one.
What's your toughness?
I guess my toughness is 6.
Okay, so it doesn't hurt you. It just crawls inside of your body
Oh,
through your mouth.
No!
So I don't take a wound?
No,
Okay.
you don't take a wound. Now, James Bogue. This one's gonna come after you, but you're trying to interrupt.
I mean, yeah, we're getting this thing out of my mouth.
Well, it's not in your mouth, Howell. It's down your throat. It's inside of you.
Okay. Can I punch myself in the stomach?
You can try. Are you wanting to interrupt its agility? Or
Yes.
interrupt its turn? Make an agility roll.
I mean, as soon as it tries getting to go. So I make an agility roll, you said?
Yep.
Okay.
And you're trying to interrupt, so you would roll first here.
Oh!
Ace on the d6.
Ace!
Nice.
Double ace.
So that is 13 plus
13.
4.
Plus 4.
Oh, yeah.
Plus 4.
So 17.
17.
You gonna stick with it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so. Phew.
So they got a 9.
Okay.
So Hal Melton, it is now your turn, and then they will finish their turn after you.
Okay. I would like to yank this out of my mouth.
You cannot.
Or, I mean,
Why?
there's got to be some way to get it out.
It's too far down there.
Oh my god!
You can feel it just wriggling around in your stomach at this point.
Oh
You feel
my
this just
god.
sharp, biting pain inside of you.
Okay. All right.
But you're still able to function.
I'm just gonna yell. Well, can
You see
even
this
make it
one
that
leaping
far?
right for James's face.
I'm gonna try to ride in front of it and kind of just hack it with my hatchet.
You still have a hatchet? No, you got rid of that.
You think I wouldn't have picked one up?
No.
Can I punch it?
You got rid of
couldn't
you
get
can just
it
try and swat it out of the air
While
with
riding
the
a
fist.
horse?
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna be at a -2 to do it, but you'll be
At a +2.
at a +2 total for
Oh,
everything.
right. Okay, yeah. I'll just try to swat it out of the air.
Okay,
Like a.
make your attack roll.
Oh God. Well, it was nice knowing y'all. This is just nice knowing everybody. So that is a 8.
An 8, and it's very small, so you suffer an additional -2 penalty against it. So it basically gets rid of your bonus. So it's just flat what you rolled.
So 6.
6. You go riding up, and as you go to just punch it out of the air and protect James while you desperately try and control your own revulsion and whatever is happening, you're just trying to focus on saving your friend. You feel a sharp pain from inside of you that makes you kind of double down, and you miss the thing that goes sailing through the air.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna try with my other hand, I guess.
Okay.
So this is a minus.
Well, that would have made that first attack at a heavier penalty.
Well, so it wouldn't. My first attack is at a 0 penalty because of two-handed. I could always make a two-handed attack. It's just that the second one
Right.
is at a -2.
But yeah, you still have to announce that ahead of time.
But the
though.
penalty hasn't changed.
That's true. I'm just
Okay.
saying for future reference.
Fair. What's
It's an ace on a
You
d12.
That's good.
Oh man.
It's a double ace on a d12.
Oh my god!
It's already 24.
Well, that's 24.
Oh.
24 plus 9.
33, 32. 33. Yeah.
all
That's
the
gonna hit.
aces.
33 plus
Plus,
No, all the bonuses wash
yes,
out.
yeah, no bonus. So go ahead and do damage.
Oh, okay.
And
How
that's,
many, how many raises is that?
it's a lot, but it only adds 1d6 to the damage no matter how many raises you get. But you punch this bug squarely in a very uncomfortable looking spot
But
for
we
it.
can re-roll damage.
This isn't the bug that's
Oh,
inside
that's
him,
true.
is it?
No.
No.
Because he would have to punch himself.
Right.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to do that.
Wow.
So
Whew.
that's not the
Plus 2.
plus
Can
2.
So that's a
Roll.
12 damage. And you can re-roll damage.
Plus 2 also because it's an unarmed strike. Almost
Oh, okay,
unarmed.
so 14.
Yes. I think probably do better than this, right?
You should try at least.
Can I
You
use
get
one
to
of
keep
these
the
to roll?
highest.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Re-roll it. Because Blood and Guts was unlocked last session, so
Thank
re-roll
you,
your
chat.
damage.
Oh, this is
Woo!
worse.
Yeah, that is worse.
No, it's the same thing.
Oh, right.
That was it.
Still a 14.
Let's try one more time.
Okay.
Actually, no, that's fine. I'll keep it. 14.
All right, 14. So you come riding up. You miss the first attack, but lightning quick, even though you're doubling over with pain, you come up with an uppercut right to its exposed underside. And it pops under your attack and just bursts in the air, just inches from James' face.
Imagine it's filled
And you both get
with bile.
splattered with ichor and gore.
Ugh.
Now back to their turn. This one's been taken out.
You don't want that anywhere inside of you, trust me.
You want me to punch you or what?
Please!
This one's gonna run.
Wait, sorry, could I continue my riding past that? Or did I have to
Yes,
stop there?
yeah, you can
okay,
continue
cool.
your riding
As far
past
as I
that.
could.
Okay. So 10 spaces.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
There you go.
Sure. Okay.
So you just blow this one up and keep blowing past James. He has no idea what's going on, which is why this one keeps leaping through the grass after him. Yep, it's gonna make it all the way there, and it's gonna try and attack you. It's gonna be at a -2, but it's at a +2 for the Joker, so effective, no change. That's an 8. What's your parry?
6.
6. All right. I'm gonna add a d6 to the roll.
Sure. Yeah. Why wouldn't you? He aced it.
That's a 1. No, that's a 1.
Oh, that's a 1.
That's a 1, yeah.
Looked
That's
like
just
he
a 9. And what's your parry? A 6?
6.
Okay, well, I'm gonna spend a piece of cursed Spanish gold to re-roll this. That's oh wait, hold on. They get a +2 to their damage though, so it was actually an 11.
To damage or attack?
Both with the Joker.
Oh, right.
So that's a hit with a raise. Jumps onto your face, pulls your lips down, and as you scream out in shock, it crawls into your mouth and just forces itself down your throat.
You guys made this harder, didn't you?
What
That one is
did
inside of you.
With that pole, you made it harder. You made it worse.
This one's coming in for you,
Oh my
Rosalie.
god. We're getting aliened.
That's a 3. That's what's your parry?
It's a 7.
I'm gonna re-roll with a piece of cursed Spanish.
Oh.
That's
my
what
God.
that's what the tips after we hit all the goals are. They're just
That's
like,
a 5.
sorry.
I'll re-roll with cursed Spanish gold.
What?
Oh, what the pole was.
Nothing changes.
That's a 9. All right.
Oh,
So your parry's a 7.
yeah.
One last piece of cursed Spanish gold. That's my last one.
Wow. We spent it all.
All right. So a 9. It comes leaping for your face, and as you just reflexively kind of turn your face to the side, and it lands on your face and just starts scratching at you. But it's kind of ineffective. It just kind of scrabbles at your face. You can feel something like pulling on your skin, and it falls off your face onto the ground next to you. This one
Oh my god.
is gonna run up to you, Gabe, and try and attack you. I'm out of cursed Spanish gold, so I'll re-roll that.
Oh
Oh.
my god.
Using fate chips.
Oh my god.
9.
Oh,
So that's a 9. What's your parry?
god.
My parry is 5 now.
Bad news, Gabe. That's a hit with a raise.
No!
So this one comes running up at you, just bounding through the grass, lands on your face, pulls your lips down, and you feel its just horrible wriggling body invade your mouth and just start
God.
pulling itself down your esophagus as you're all just running desperately forward. This one can't quite get close enough to you guys. That's their turn.
Do I have a chance for it not to get into me?
I mean, you could re-roll my attack roll with your legend chip.
I don't want to use that.
All right.
That's not enough. I can. So okay, in the like Deadlands Good Intentions guide, the Blessed can do like crazy divine intervention stuff. And
But we're not in.
What? Okay,
We're not in that. They can do that for setting specific reasons that happen at that time, which we have not yet hit.
What do you mean?
In a few years in games. something
Oh,
might
okay. So we
happen.
can't do this stuff.
Uh-oh.
Which one were you wanting to use?
I like healing touch, which is just like a super healing ability.
Yeah.
Can you do that 3 times?
Yeah.
Okay,
if I
cool.
get a success in a raise, I can get it for every raise I get. I can
Do another purple.
do it. I can have it for another round.
Oh.
What are you trying to heal? No one's taken any wounds. At this
Well,
point.
I'm imagining things being in your stomach might do that. If this isn't something I can do, then yeah, I'm gonna try and stop the thing from
I'll give you this for free.
crawling down my gullet.
Healing's not going to help you here.
Okay. In that case,
There's. Okay, hold on. What are you gonna do? It's already in your. It's not stopping it from calling down your gullet. It's in your gullet. It's down already.
all right. So I can't like
You can
re-roll.
re-roll my attack roll, and that's all you can do.
That would stop it from getting down.
If I don't roll high enough.
Let's save it for now.
Are you sure?
You're freaking me out.
It's 11 o'clock.
Okay.
How much longer are you gonna save it?
Fuck it. Let's
I
re-roll it.
have one fate chip left.
You
so
don't got much.
Okay, so you were spending a fate chip, a legend fate chip,
A legend fate
You
to
re-roll my roll.
your attack.
which is not normally possible.
No.
To keep this weird insect
And
crawling
because of a
down
law,
your
and you get
throat.
-2, right?
You spent a fate chip to make me re-roll. So if anything, I should get +2.
No.
Okay, we'll just keep it even then.
All right.
That's
4. My parry's a 5.
All right. Whoop, 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 whoop. It jumps up at your face, and you just kind of swat at it, and it misses and jumps over your shoulder.
No, let's say it like gets in my mouth and I bite down.
You'd
and
rather that?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it backs off a little bit. It doesn't have to do damage to it. But
No, I'll let you bite it in half and kill it in your mouth.
All right, yes, then I do that.
You can chew on bug guts for free.
Wish I would have thought of
Rosaline
that.
is freaking
There's
out.
one right next to you. You can see one leaping through the grass behind you guys, and you guys, though mightily distracted, can hear more of them jumping through the grass around you. Who's up next? Hal, turn in your card. You already went.
Okay. He's got a queen.
James?
5.
James, you're up.
Okay. Don't forget, we all have a +2 to our trait rolls this
Right.
round.
Yeah.
All right.
Pretty good use of the legend chip to undo that happening,
Yeah.
I'll say. That was,
Okay.
That was worthwhile.
I'm going to ride like hell
Okay.
to Rosaline,
Okay.
and I'm going to try and pick her up.
Okay, so you're gonna make a run roll then?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna run and then you're gonna do a riding check to pull her up and stay horsed.
Yes.
Okay, so you won't have a penalty for that because of the card that you played. So your riding check will be at no penalty or no bonus.
Okay.
So first make your run roll, which
the
is
horse.
a D8
D8.
with the horse. Because you did shout out riding
Ooh, that's an
alpha.
8.
Ace.
Yeah.
Don't think run rolls
Can-
ace.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
I think
so it's an 8.
Otherwise, you could run forever conceivably. So we'll say in it. You can move 18 squares. That's still a lot.
I mean, this is supernatural western.
Dot is freaked out.
18, you said?
18.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Yep. You can
Ooh, that's barely it, but
make a riding roll.
That's an ace.
Ace.
Oh yeah, baby.
Okay, that's an 8.
At no penalty, you ride by and scoop
No, 'cause
Rose
the
up.
the +2
Oh, right.
negates the penalty.
Right.
And
Right.
Rose, I imagine you're not resisting this.
I'm probably not helping though because Gabe just got attacked. I mean,
That was a raise on your riding roll, though.
Yes.
Make a strength roll. If she's not helping.
God damn it. No, I get it.
I don't want to ride.
That's a 6.
Okay, all you needed was a simple success to get her. So
Yeah, okay.
you just wrap your arm around her waist and pull her up onto the
she
back
goes,
of the horse.
"Yay!"
And her muscle memory just sort of kicks in and she ends up on the horse behind
Yeah.
you. And you can move 2 squares past that. And that's your turn. Hand in your card. Gabe.
all right. So Gabe chomps down on things, spits out the half of a bug that's in his mouth, and
Feels acidic in your mouth.
turns around to see that Rose has been pulled up on the horse. And even though she seems upset about it, he's like, "Yes, that's good."
And you can see Howell just kind of clutching himself and riding on a horse like straight after James.
All right, so is it fair to assume it takes 3 rounds to reload my rifle cane? But I think it's fair to assume that I've reloaded it since
the boat? Yes.
right?
Yeah, 100% you've reloaded that.
Okay.
It only gets 1 shot.
Sure. Yes. Do I see that there are these other bugs around?
You can hear them coming, but you only see these 2.
Okay, but I do see those too, right?
Yeah, they're like leaping up out of the grass from time to time as they try and like move towards you guys.
All right. So I want to try and turn towards one of them and just like pull my cane rifle out and just like. I know it's not a shotgun, but I still imagine I do the. Because
It makes a
it's
sound
cool.
effect.
It makes a different sound every time.
No,
Do it.
what I do is I like pull a trigger that like the thing that flips it into the gun mode. Like,
Got a shotgun on his walking stick too.
and
Cool.
Which
I
one
want
are you shooting?
to try and blow up the bug that was attacking Rosaline.
Okay, that makes sense to me. Make your shooting roll.
Okay.
So this would be in the grass. It'd probably be at a -2 here.
Do I get the +2 because
You
of the?
do, so at no penalty.
So it nothing. All right, and I have a D6. So that's
Aced.
So that is a 9.
And I actually said no penalty, but they are small, which was an additional -2 from earlier.
Okay,
But that
so-
still hits.
Sure, so that's a 7.
Yeah, roll damage.
Did you get a +2 because of the trait roll?
He did.
I
which
did. We
invalidated
counted that
the
in
grass
the whole
penalty.
thing.
Great.
All right, so that's going to be 2d8. I'll just roll 1d8 twice. Life pro tip. It's a 7 and a 5.
An 8 would have been an ace on that, by the way.
You're right. Yes.
LPT.
Yeah, or on a 7-sided die, the 7 would have been an ace.
That's true. That's true.
That's not a thing.
12.
Yes.
Or is it?
You blow it up. It jumps. You wait for just a second for it to leap up, and you're pretty sure you know where it's gonna jump, and you fire as soon as you see it, and you were dead on. It just bursts in the air.
This is like sci-fi movie shit where it like comes at me and I'm like.
Raise a glass, everybody. Appropriately, Emperor Riptide would like us to toast. The only good bug is a dead bug.
Yeah!
The
only good bug is a dead bug.
Set him up
Yes, it
and
is.
knock him down. All right, so that one's out, but there's still one coming for you. Hand in your card, Gabriel. Rosaline.
Okay, so part of this alpha in battle, this maneuver is that I'm on the horse, but I'm either throwing knives or cards. So at
Okay,
this
That's why
point,
it's alpha. It's like
Sure,
pretty much
alpha for attack.
all,
I get it. Yeah.
All
Yeah.
in, basically.
so
I'll remember this.
Jordan will remember
He
this.
will. So
I'm
wait,
writing a playbook for you guys
is there only this one left?
that you can see.
What is that
You can
company?
hear them.
Telltale.
Telltale. Yes, right.
Where's my folder?
Oh,
Yeah.
Jordan will remember you did this.
Yes, exactly.
So where is it?
What are you doing?
I'm gonna throw cards at that thing. Oops.
That one?
Yeah, that one. I'm mad.
You're gonna throw. So you're here, and you're gonna try and
That
shoot
might-
it like that.
Yeah.
So just directly through
Oh
Gabriel
no,
Pryor.
no, I'm not gonna do that.
Oh, okay.
Meow.
Yeah, but you're not there though. Unless you want to jump off the horse. I don't know. If that's gonna
For
be-
those of you who cannot see the table,
Yeah.
she is attempting to 52 pick up through Gabriel Pryor.
Can't do it.
I think we can see the table.
It's okay.
Can
Just trust.
She won't do
Just
that.
trust us.
No,
She
maybe
can't
not.
do it.
No, we can't. I don't think it's on.
What am I? I'm in this square, not this.
You're on dot.
So
Behind James.
I'm out of reaching distance.
It's
of
not
game.
on.
Yes, you are out of reaching distance.
I
It's not
don't
on.
know. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We tried.
Trust us. She can't do it unless she wants to eviscerate Gabriel.
Worth a go.
Throw a knife.
It would be funny.
Pretty sure you had throwing knives in your hand since you were throwing them out as sounding
Yeah,
stones
but
for.
couldn't I still hit him with a knife?
Yeah, if you miss really bad, don't do that.
Don't do it.
You have a +2. I mean,
I do have a +2.
effectively that gets rid of the unstable platform, so you're at a -4 to throw. A
I
knife.
think it would be pretty appropriate if you ended up hitting me with a knife. Because I was saying the real danger here is being hit by falling knives.
You're at a -4 to throw a knife and hit him,
I
but
wanna
you would have to
control it.
roll a 1 on your throwing roll in order to hit
I want to
him.
control it. with
Take
puppet.
Gabriel.
Nope.
You said to him.
Why not? Why can't I puppet it?
A knife?
No, a knife. That thing.
You want to puppet that?
Yeah. I just used it.
All right.
And it seems like the only thing she can do here.
Spend your points. How many points is puppet?
3.
All right.
But
you're-
remember, I have this fancy little card,
that's
which is
true.
why I want
You're
to
getting low.
use all of my points.
All right, spend your points. Make your roll.
Wait, can you puppet the bug inside of me?
Well, that would be maybe a better use of something.
Well,
Ooh, I don't
have
know
more.
that you want to do that.
Where's my?
You might not know what's going on in there. You might do more harm than
Maybe
good.
getting superpowers.
I don't know where my.
What?
We'll
How-
both get superpowers.
Howell's a
Do you
robot
have
from the
mine?
inside?
Yeah, probably.
What are you looking for?
I was looking for my
Westworld.
D6.
Spend your-
Also, I don't know where.
Make your
it
go.
is.
Your spellcasting
I
roll.
am. I'm trying to figure out which die I need. Hold
Dramatic things are happening.
on. I apologize. That's
an
an
ace.
ace.
That's pretty good.
So 9 + 2 is 11.
11. So it has to resist an 11.
Is that a raise? Wait. I don't know.
Yeah. All right. So spirit,
Yeah.
come on, bug.
Good luck, bug.
Bug's got great spirit.
Ha.
It rolled a 2. You know what? I'm gonna spend my last fate chip.
Fair.
It rolled a 2 again.
Ah!
The bug just freezes in midair and drops to the ground. What do you want it to do?
I want to bounce it all over the ground, not only trying to kill it, but also see if there are more landmines. Can I just like make it like...
You can make it jump around. It's not going to hurt itself from just jumping. But
if it doesn't like try to catch itself when it lands on the ground.
I mean, you could drop an ant off the top of the Empire State Building and it's still going to be fine.
This is like a fist, you know? If you just drop a fist, it hurts.
You're not going to be able to hurt it doing that, but you can make it jump around crazily.
Whatever.
And maybe
Just
trigger a
go the
landmine.
I just want to make it go the other direction.
Okay,
away
that
from
you
Gabe.
can definitely do.
Bye.
How fast do you want it to go?
Throw it
As
at
fast
Howell.
as it can go.
That's a mean joke.
It's gone.
Whoa, underneath.
Take that, bug.
All right, hand in your card.
I did. It's right there.
Okay, good. Because some more bugs are coming
Oh,
out.
guys,
Oh,
we totally
no!
aced that combat. Easy peasy. You guys want to eat some brains or something? What are you guys into now?
All right. Hang tight, guys. We might be just a couple more minutes. I'm gonna shuffle these since 2 jokers were drawn.
Who are you, Tom Lommel? Right? Running late?
I'm trying my best. All right, you 2 are definitely not feeling well.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, there's something squirming in your gut, and you can feel just these periodic sharp pains.
Oh, so I felt like last night.
Kind of like having food poisoning, kind of like that. Garab, you're a trooper. Hal Melton, you're in trouble. James Bogue, Ace of Clubs.
That's
Hal
pretty
Melton, 8 of Spades.
good. Okie dokie.
Rosaline, 2 of Clubs.
I want 2.
Careful with
So
my
black
cards.
2,
If it was a 2 of
3 of Spades,
black 3. I'm here with you.
8 of
Solidarity.
Hearts for the bugs.
All right.
All right.
Again, riding like hail,
Okay. So make the run roll.
but also as we go, I'm taking my pipe
Okay.
and I'm basically. My pipe was not lit at this time.
Nope. It's gonna be hard to light your pipe while you're riding like hell on the back of a horse.
Yeah.
Why smoke in this time of
I was
troubles?
going to inhale the smoke like directly,
Oh, I
Smoke
see.
will go in your lungs.
unless I put it down the other pipe.
I feel like you're probably a bit too distracted to do that complicated a series of things.
Belly smoking.
Belly smoking.
That classic technique.
Puts his pipe into his belly button.
Yeah, it's something we always used to do.
So you guys can see that more of these are coming up from behind you, but looking out to either side, you can see them leaping in the plains grass, like getting closer from the sides as well.
Maybe these are the landmines.
You also see a couple ahead of you, but now as you're running dead forward, you can see that there is clearly off in the distance a house. And you can also see there seem to be some people on the front porch that are indicating wildly to you.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to ride as fast as I can that direction.
All right.
That's the slowest.
Still 11
possible.
squares.
We reroll that.
Yeah, I'm going to reroll.
Okay, cool. Oh, you
Can
have a
you
bunch.
re-roll a
Can't
run
you-
roll?
Look
I
at
don't
us.
think you can.
Can't
I
re-roll
can't
a
re-roll.
run
Look at
roll.
all that bogus
Well, we got blood and
gold.
guts.
Blood and guts is for
Doesn't
damage
count.
rolls.
There's something in our guts. Come on. Makes me want to run.
Okay. Then
God.
11 spaces towards the house, I guess.
That gets you off the map.
Great.
Where's the house?
I'm just glad you're safe.
Right? Yeah.
Hand in
I'm
your cards.
in the middle of a
I'm not
minefield.
glad. You're not safe though.
It's not a minefield. It's not a minefield. There's no
These are the
mines.
mines. These bugs are the mines.
No.
Spades before hearts. So, Hal Melton.
Yeah, I'm
Rose
gonna
before hose.
I'm gonna do the same thing. Run like hell, but I want to grab the preacher.
Rose.
Run like hell, but you're going to grab the preacher.
No,
Yeah.
rose before.
All right, so make your run roll, a d8.
But my run
If you're-
roll
if you're
is
David.
D10. Does
Not
that
on the back of a
doesn't
horse.
transfer to my horse?
It does not.
Just thought it might. 3.
13. Also make a riding roll at a -2 to try and grab the preacher. I assume you would not be resisting this.
Nope.
Okay.
And Rose is already good, so.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
-2?
9.
That's a 9. That's a success with a raise.
All right, we don't get the
So
plus
you come bearing down on Howell, and Gussie is trying to fight you going every direction, but you're keeping her straight. And as you go down, you lean to the side in your saddle and just grab Gabe.
Yoink!
And because you're helping him out, you've seen them do this, so you kind of like just sort of like go.
Yeah. Ah!
You've been clotheslined basically by Howell, but you're trying to scramble up onto the back of his horse. You're not so good at horses. Also,
I prefer boats.
yeah, but he pulls you up behind him. So let's see, you made 13?
Yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it takes you 7 to get there, and then 6 to get further. All right, hand in your card.
Okay.
They are not going to be able to catch you even if they roll max on their run, but they are still closing in behind you.
I'm gonna use this real quick just because I can, because apparently it allows my points to go over my total if I want. It's 2d6 power points.
Okay.
But only until the end of this encounter.
Okay. Roll it.
So
9 extra
that's
power
9.
points. Woo!
Get 10 points.
All right.
Power.
So that's them.
Her eyes just like go this like glowy purple and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get 3 over.
Rosaline, you were kind of kicking into high gear here, but you're too far away to really do anything to these. You are still controlling one of the prairie ticks that you sent off that direction.
Well, if I see the other ones coming, I try to send it back and attack the others.
Okay.
With it.
Yeah.
Is it
so
my
you
turn?
can send it jumping back.
It's
Oh no,
probably
I'm
not.
sorry.
It's
It's
his turn.
Gabe's turn.
I just wanted
Oh.
to do that.
Okay. Whew, okay, so these things are chasing after us,
I
right?
made my point with the bug noises. Yes.
Do I have any reason to believe these are supernatural at all? Probably not, right?
I don't know.
I feel like
yeah.
we just assume that now almost, but
I know, but these things can just be crazy. I'm just saying, like, doing the power of Christ compels you protection thing doesn't seem like it would save us now,
No,
right?
your gut would tell you in this
They
point.
just seem like bugs.
Yeah, well,
They seem like
yeah,
crazy bugs,
crazy
but like-
bugs.
crazy
Yeah.
bugs.
All right, in that case, I mean, I don't think there's a lot Gabe can do besides, like, kind of sit on the horse and, like, be involved.
Okay.
He's just like, what the hell are these things?
No talking. Let's just ride. Let's
So
go.
you guys are riding ahead.
Yeah.
So flip over your card to hold your action.
Yeah.
You guys can see people running out of this house up there, and they are all dressed in white, and they seem to be shouting something and indicating that you should come that way. And you see some of them, like, there's just a handful of them, but they're sort of spreading out, and they seem to have shotguns, and they're kind of getting into a defensive formation and preparing for the bugs that are leaping through the grass. Both of you make a notice roll real quick. It's your turn now, so.
Okay.
It's a 6.
5.
That's a
Used
6.
like every notice
Whoa,
roll.
ace.
So 13, 15.
Okay, you can hear them shouting. You can hear them shouting out, "Get to the house! Get inside!" What are you gonna do? You're sending it back to attack the others? Mm-hmm. All right, so, man, it just comes, you had it going off one way, and you just see it in midair, and your eyes are just blazing, and you focus on it, and it turns around in midair and goes backwards, facing towards the other bugs, and then leaps out of the grass and starts heading for them.
To
And
climb
you
into
see
their mouths.
You see it collide with this one, and they just collapse into a tangle of thrashing legs down in the grass and out of sight. Handing your card. Is it safe to assume that you guys are going to continue riding like hell for the house at this point?
I might turn around. I don't know.
Yeah? All right, let's
I
stay in
already
combat.
got a bug in me. No, I'm kidding. I'm going.
All right, you can always get more.
No, I'm good.
All right, so you guys keep
wearing an
riding
Edgar suit.
hell-bent for leather towards
Yes.
this house.
Oh, yes.
And you see that it's a group of women dressed in white, and they are just blasting at bugs that are leaping close enough to get in range of their shotgun. And they're screaming at you, "Get in the house! Ride the horses inside!" So you guys just ride up the front steps and into the front door, just crashing into the parlor of this house. Furniture and like glass just goes flying, and they come flying up the steps behind you and slam the door shut. And you see them checking the door, and they go over and they're checking the windows, and you can just hear the bugs outside like leaping against the walls of the house. And you two are just ashen and pale, and trying to control your horses that are just jumping around and thrashing wildly inside of the house. You guys both fall off of your horses. And
I jump off and go over.
you jump off and you're going over the
Uh-huh.
gate, but you guys are now on the back of horses that are flailing wildly while the rider fell off. So you're doing your best probably to get the horse over to them and calm it down. It's chaos in here. But you hear one of the women screaming, Did anyone get any inside of them? Did anyone get any inside of them?
It got into my mouth, but I stopped it.
You guys are losing consciousness.
Oh, okay.
Gabe kind of gets off the horse and like kind of falls to his knees and like throws up a bit just because of the like the residue of the like bugs.
Do you
in
have
his
one
mouth.
inside of you?
No, I
was just
I
like-
stopped it.
Did anybody get you? Like, you guys have enough you were trying to like indicate, or both of you trying to do that?
Yeah.
Okay, they see, and one of the women turns to another and she says, "Get the oil! Get it!" Chat unlocked wheel, not woe. They voted to help you guys. So
What?
now that doesn't
What?
that
Wait,
doesn't
what?
mean that I couldn't try and be a little bit harder on you in the
What
meantime.
would have been worse?
But
No oil.
the women, two of them go running off into another room, and they come back with these giant containers of castor oil. And both of you are just lying on the ground, and you feel this thing just like biting and squirming inside of you. And two of them hold you down while another one just opens your mouth and pours an entire quart of castor oil down your throat. Well, both of you
What's
make
happening?
a vigor roll at a -2.
What's
for
happening?
me.
What are you doing to them?
And I suggest you make this roll.
I
-2. Vigor at a -2.
I got a 4.
You got a 4.
I'm a
You gonna
vigorous.
re-roll that,
Yeah.
James Bogue?
Ooh.
Oh, reroll it.
Wait. Never mind.
Hold on,
He's got it. He's got plenty.
a couple.
There it is,
There you go,
baby.
Ace.
8.
8.
8 -2 is a 6. So you just feel like this gross caustic oil just pouring down your throat, and you're trying to, everything is just coming in, things are trying to come out, they're holding you down, and you just feel the thing inside of you just start thrashing wildly, and then, worst of all, worse than it going in the first place, you feel it start to crawl back up out of your throat. You feel it exit your stomach and crawl up through your chest, up your throat, and you guys can see their throats bulging as this thing starts to squirm out, and then their mouths open as these fat insects just pour out of it, just plop out. And they seem to be thrashing around and weakened by the oil, and they're skittering
Can I
on the
s-
ground.
When one hits the ground, can I also pull out? When she stabs one, can I pull out the word and shoot the other?
Yes.
Yeah,
Like
they're,
point blank.
they're scrabbling around, their legs moving weakly, and you guys just go over, you just blast one with the word, and you stab one and pin it to the ground. And you guys pass out. But just before you lose consciousness, Howell,
Oh, shit.
you see a woman standing in the background wearing white. And just as your eyes close, you recognize that woman as Ludi Melton, your lost wife.
Oh, shit.
And
I shoot
that
Stab.
is where we will end tonight.
Whoa!
Wow.
Oh, my
Okay.
God.
Wow.
So, we got through it. Thanks for sticking around a little bit longer with us, guys. We appreciate that. But I have been waiting for so long to bring some prairie ticks into the game.
Oh, God.
Ever since I read about them, I was like, these have to happen.
I hate them so
Oh,
much.
my
Here
God.
they are.
I hate them.
So
Yes,
thank you for joining us. And, thank you for voting to help them.
Yes. I mean, I feel
Because
like
if
I
you-
should apologize because I assumed you guys tried to hurt us.
Yeah, but if you hadn't, there wouldn't have been enough oil for everybody when they got to the
Oh,
house.
my God.
So in the unlikely event that anyone got one of these things inside of them, that would have been pretty rough. So, good going, mysterious stranger.
Wow.
you.
Yeah,
Wow.
live to fight another day. And I just learned before this that Garav, you won't be here next week.
Well, now I really want to be.
Yeah, but you won't be.
No.
So stay tuned, guys. We might jump ahead a little bit in time next week. But
Can we all just like talk to Ludi?
We don't know it's Ludi, and we just have a fun
Yeah.
adventure with the.
you wouldn't know it's Ludi.
No, of course it would.
These two
We would know.
recognize
You guys have
Yeah,
met
we've
her,
met
right?
her. Uh-huh.
But we'll deal with that next time. For now, I want to say thank you to you guys for hanging out with us. Thank you so much for your generous tips.
Yeah.
And thank you for the
Yes.
Thanks a
resubs.
lot.
Thank you for the bits.
Yes,
Thank
yes.
you guys for just hanging out and being active in chat. You guys are incredible. I'm sorry that I did not add that additional tier unlock of more rocket boots so that eventually they could strap them to a horse and have a rocket horse.
God, that sounds amazing.
It's a great
Gussie.
idea, guys.
Not Dot.
Right on, Gussie.
Rocket horse.
But I think
Gussie
you'll,
will go
Gussie
everywhere
just-
she wants to.
I think you'll find
She'll be gone.
one pair of rocket boots will be trouble enough for them. But thank you guys so much for everything. And, thanks for voting to help them out.
Yes,
Thank you very much.
You
Clearly,
guys,
we needed it.
You guys
oh
are
my God.
in their corner here and they appreciate it. Thank you, Rosaline, for using a creepy new power to make a carcajou drown itself.
Yeah. Oh my
Creepy.
God.
Thank
that
you, Gabe, for
power is-
using a legend chip to rewrite time and not have your body forcibly invaded by a prairie tick.
Yeah.
Thank you, Howell,
Not so bad.
for finally finding your wife. Maybe.
Did it.
You think.
Maybe. Oh
You
God.
think you saw her?
Maybe.
And James, you rode like the wind, and you performed what was it?
Horse maneuver.
Horse maneuver alpha.
Horse
for-
maneuver
I've got-
alpha.
Thanks for not
Horse
murdering.
maneuvers on
Thanks for
here.
not murdering us all for making fun of you.
It's
about
good that we have
boat.
one team member who knows horses and
Yeah.
one team member who knows boats.
Yep.
We're gonna end now. Thank you very much to Tyler for running everything behind the scenes for us.
Thank you, Tyler.
Very much appreciate it. And guys, Tempting Fate is on Sunday. It's going to be a great group of people. They're going to be running a Supers style reskin of Laser Dueling. Do you know the name of it?
Power and Responsibility.
Power and Responsibility.
But it's DC Universe, so we're going to
What?
be playing in the DC Universe.
But great power comes great responsibility. That's a Marvel.
Don't worry about it.
Don't just
Whoa.
But Dom Zook will be there.
I'm
at
gonna
that
fight
game.
somebody.
Dom Zook will be
Me
guesting.
and Jeremy Walker are the guests.
Rick Budd will be running it, and who
Sam
is his
and
regular?
Gina.
Sam and Gina will be there as well. So tune in on Sunday at 5 p.m. Pacific time. That's going to be a lot of fun. And then, as always, follow our social media here at Saving Throw so you can see our entire calendar of things that are going to be going on during the week. You can also follow all of us at our Wildcards Twitter accounts, where we do some between-session RP, which will probably be a bit more important this week. So you can follow me at Wildcards_GM, at Wildcards_Meg, at Wildcards_JP, at Wildcards_Dom, and at Wildcards_GXG. Check it out, guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for going through this gross experience with all of us.
Yeah.
And until next time. Oh, wait, real quick. Addie was a Patreon NPC. Brought in by Shimmickson.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
And the only thing Shimmickson wanted Addie to have was a D12 in boating. Just to make Gabriel jealous.
Well done. You did
Shimmickson,
that.
I'm so glad that you introduced this character to the world.
Shimmickson wanted a 13-year-old Western Trumpy-esque entrepreneur. And I couldn't do a whole lot of Trumpy to make her fit
Did
with all the wild
Did
cards.
Shimmickson pick the name Addie?
Yeah.
Was it a?
Adelaide S. Knickerbottoms.
Okay.
Addie.
I wonder if Addie is a reference to Paper Moon.
You'll have to take that up with Shimmickson.
I'll find out. Maybe not. It's fine if it's not. But Paper Moon, the young girl's name is Addie,
Interesting.
and she's a young girl. whose name is
Finger
Addie.
guns!
Pew, 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 pew.